My shit ice cold, Trey And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the readings, pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed, bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey.
She ice cold, Trey.
My shit ice cold, Trey And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the readings, pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed, bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey.
She ice cold, Trey.
What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, the mom, back in the building, man. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks Daily. What's popping? What's cracking? It's your dog back in the building, man. Ready to rock out with y'all for about an hour this evening, man. Happy Sunday to everybody out there, man. Salute to everybody who tapping in with your homeboy right now, man. Who tapping in with the channel. Make sure we hit that like button as you make your way in. You feel me? We appreciate the support. You dig? Just want to come hang out with the fellas, man. It's been a minute. Been about 3 days, 4 days. I said, let me come in here, man. We need to chop it up with the fellas, man. Let's discuss some things that we've seen popping off with the squad this week. But first, salute to my guy Rail in the building from We Talk Mavs in the building. If you need for that Mavs content, go holler at my guy Rail right there. Salute to our boy SS in the building. Big time Celtic fan. Salute our boy Capo in the building. Nick fan in the building. The homeboy Mike in the building. Barnesy in the building. My boy Los in the building. Salute to the homeboy Daniel in the building, man. What's good? Yo, man. Listen. Let's discuss a couple things, man. First, let's go on. I'm gonna try to stay on topic, man. I'm known to kind of wander off when I'm trying to stay on topic and whatnot. But let's stay on topic here. All righty. Let's go to hold up real quick, gang. I want to pull up the what we got here. Let's pull up Hawks Twitter and let's see what they've been talking about. So boom. Let's see, what have the Atlanta Hawks been talking about on Twitter? You know, I mean, it ain't really nothing. I don't think nothing big been popping off. Let's see what the Hawks talking about. We got a happy birthday bogey. Yay. Shut out Bundanovich. We're going to like that one. We're gonna go ahead and retweet that one. Salute the bogey in the building, man. Okay, they're talking about Trey's assists. Okay. Let's see what else they talking about. Okay, nothing here. Okay, get your tickets to the game. Open tonight. We got the Nets. That should be a win. That should be we got the Nets open tonight. That should be a no-brainer win for my Atlanta Hawks. A no-brainer. That shouldn't even be a discussion. We should beat the Nets by double digits. That we should, but if we don't win that game, bro, I'm gonna be. Make sure y'all tap in with, because you know we gonna live stream it, man. Listen, man, boy, if we lose that game, I'm gonna be upset. If we lose that game, I'm gonna be. We should be 1-0 hands down. Okay, what else they talking about? They talk about, oh, okay, Ant-Man and them come to town on the 23rd. Okay, Wemby in town on the 5th. Lakers in town on the 6th. Okay. The Bucks in town. But we better beat the Bucks when you put this type of picture up. The Suns in town. Okay. I might have to holler at Ticket, man. I think I'm gonna holler at Ticket. We might have to do it. We might have to do a couple giveaways on those games, guys. Y'all know how we get down over here. We might have to do a couple giveaways for those games. Y'all know how we get down over here, for the fans, by the fans, man. I'm trying to see, did they say I'm just scrolling real quick. Let's see what Hawk Twitter talking about, man. Anything important? That's the schedule. T.I. say let's go. Here's all 82 games. Okay, that was dope by the Hawks right here. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks media group right here, man. That's dope. I like this video they did right here. That was dope. Can't even lie. We ain't really had no real Hawk business that really went on this week, man. I was trying to see that is there anything I missed? I mean, y'all saw that they was looking at Bogey's homeboy. I think it was us in the Bulls that's in the running. Not in the running. That's the wrong choice of words. That we were one of the teams that was interested in getting said player. So man, homeboy, he 30 years old, dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hold up, what the homeboy say? My boy Barnesy said, Demond, you should do the stream thing this year so you can watch the game too and call it. I did do that this year. You want me to do it again? You want me to do it again? Yeah, I'm gonna stream this year. We're gonna do the watch alongs again this year, Barnesy. We're gonna do the watch alongs again this year, man. I think we're looking at switching over to playback TV to do the watch alongs. You feel me? That way people. But I gotta double check some stuff because I don't know if you're gonna need NBA TV or something like that. So let me do some quick research, man. I already got the We Talk Hawks account set up on Playback TV. So we might mess with them this year, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna look at some other stuff but we gonna be ready when the season starts. You feel me? We will be ready when the season starts. You dig? You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry. Well, you know what we got to worry about? What we got to worry about is, are the Atlanta Hawks going to be ready to start the season? And I'm going to tell you right now, man. Listen to me. And I got to I'm waiting for I ordered some panels to get here too. I'm waiting for those to get here too. Because I think I got a little echo or something. But listen, my expectations for this Atlanta Hawk basketball team is not as high as a lot of people. You feel me? I did that last year. I jumped off the ledge with the team last year. talking cash last year about 50 wins, talking about we're gonna be a top 4 team in the I did all that last year. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that? I've been to plenty of them spaces last year, especially after the preseason, especially that preseason game we played. I think we had played against the Pelicans and we were showing out. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna win these 50 games. We're gonna be a problem this year. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? We won 36. We won 36. So, I mean, bruh, I'm not jumping off that ledge this year, man. So, if people want to call me, like, they be calling me a negative fan and that I always complain, that I always be crying. But I be telling them, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do complain. I am always crying. Yeah, you right. You right. That's what I do. That's exactly what I do. Because I want to win. Well, I don't know why people be getting so upset with me. Demond, you always crying. Because I want to win. What's wrong with that? So, what should a good fan do? Just sit here and just be like, you know what? The guys are trying really hard for the 20th freaking year that we know we're not competing for a championship, but they're playing real hard. They the team, we love the team because after the game, they go out and eat at the same, they go out and eat together. What? No, I want them to win. Do you know how much it costs? Do you know how, like, I don't think some of these people like really understand, like, when you support a team, you buy, look at all the, you buying these hats. I don't know how many jerseys I got, signs, other Hawk stuff that I don't have in here right now. Going to the games, and I don't even live in Atlanta. I'm driving to San Antonio. I'm catching flights to go see Summer League, and people be mad at me because I be complaining because I'm impatient. What am I supposed to be, man? What am I supposed to be? I don't understand. Like when some of the young fans, they be like, all y'all do is complain. I know you've been through years of torment, but what am I don't understand what I'm supposed to do right there. Am I supposed to be like, you know what, man? You right. I'm just gonna say go team go. Like, really? I ain't built like that. That's nah. No. I don't even know why people even tell me stuff like that. Or they be like, Demond, you always flip-flop. Yeah, I do flip-flop. I do. Yeah. I tell people all the time, man. My answers to anything, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, just so people know. When you ask me a question, okay? When you ask me a question about the Atlanta Hawks, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give you a hint, right? If we lost the night before, the answer probably going to be negative, okay? No matter who it is. Hey, Demond, what you think of old buddy last night? I'm be like, he fucking trash. Why he that? Because we lost. But if you ask me that same question and we won, it's probably going to be a positive answer, man. Yeah, he did good. Why? Because we won the game. Like, that's why I always try to remind people, man. Listen. I always try to remind cats. I've never claimed to be no type of NBA analyst, okay? I'm not your analyst type guy, okay? I ain't the one going looking at I'm not going looking at all this advanced metrics. Who was the Hawks leading three-point shooter from 9 in the morning to 12 in the morning on the first Tuesdays of the third? I don't do that. Okay. I ain't the one. I'm looking at the game. I'm looking at the score. I'm looking at the wins and losses. That's what I'm looking at. I'm just keeping it a book. Now, if you want all that analytics, you can go to Matt, Bud, all them, Leon, and all them. I ain't your guy. I'm just your regular fan, bro. Okay? Why we lost? Because he shot bad. Why we win? Because that dude played good. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. Okay. So yeah, I do flip flop. Yeah. But my main goal never changes. My main goal for the organization has never changed my whole life. Winning a championship. That is my goal. Winning a championship. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep it real so people know. It's just me personally. Okay. I don't care if we're not mentioned in the top 50, whatever. I don't care if the Hawks only have one player in the top 50. I don't care. Okay. I don't really care about that stuff. I'm not saying it's not important. I know some fans do value that stuff. Okay. I know some fans like that stuff. That's cool. That's cool. I'm just speaking for me. I don't be caring, but I don't care if we don't. I mean, hey man, this dude didn't make the all NBA rebounding team. I don't care. Bro, we won 30 games. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of fan I am. Man, they didn't pick up Buddy for rookie of the year, man. I don't care, dog. We won 30 games. I don't care. I need to know why we only won 30 games. I don't care why he didn't win the rookie of the year. I don't care if he didn't get the most improved. I need to know why my team is still a playing team or whatever we end at the end of the season if it's not a good outcome. That's the type of fan I am, man. Okay. That's the type of fan I am. Okay. Wins and losses, man. Wins and losses at the end of the day. My goal never changes. Every year, my goal is the same. Winning a championship. That is the goal. That should be the goal for all fans. But I understand that, some fans, they all into the analytical stuff. They like to actually, they like to build it, like they the real GM. So I understand from their perspective, when they crunching numbers and doing all this and they doing all that, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that. I'm just saying, like, when you talking to me, like, I don't be caring about that stuff. But once again, let me say it again. I'm not saying that stuff is not important. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. Right. But listen, you just saw Philly just picked up the little dude from they picked up the French dude. Did y'all see that? Y'all see Philly just add the French dude? Now he probably ain't gonna get no real minutes, but at least they trying to put something around Embiid. And I only say that. Oh, you saw they got, who else did they pick up? PG, him, some other. And I'm only saying that to say, man, like, I mean, we could be doing stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna see what Landry Fields do, man. I'm gonna see what Landry Fields do. You feel me? I think I see the direction that he's heading in. I think I see it. Right. He's looking like he's looking for high IQ type players. He's looking for more guys that are team oriented. So, and that's what I see. That's what I see when I see Zach, when I see Bogey, those European guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my people coming through, man, from the Dixon way, man. Salute, man. Salute to my guy Larry too, man. Salute everybody who tapping in, man. Make sure y'all go check out the Dixon way, man. Larry must have just finished the Braves game, because I know he was streaming the Braves game today. But I'm just saying, man, like, I would love for us to, come into one of these shows, and we're discussing the championship, making a run to the championship. I would love that. Salute to my guy Larry once again tapping in, man. Salute for the Dixon Way raid, man. If you ain't tapped in with Larry, man, y'all seen Larry up here plenty of times. That's his name, the Dixon Way. Go subscribe to that channel, man. Oh, the game's still on? Okay. Oh. Well, I would just say, because I saw Larry, he was streaming, I saw. But yeah, man, like I was saying, I don't really have high expectations this year, man. And I'm gonna keep it that way. Because, don't want to be disappointed, because, I would like to be excited. Look at what the Falcons did this offseason. Look at what the Falcons did. You can't tell me as a Falcon fan. Y'all see my Falcon hat back there, man. You can't tell me as a Falcon fan you not excited. And that's all I'm asking. I would like to start a season excited, thinking that we could contend, for a championship. To think that we are a conference finals contender, a favorite. I would love that, man. But, for some reason, for us, it seemed like it never happens, man. It seemed like it never happens. And once again, we're stuck with players that we hope turn into something. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like we the team that never gets that game-changing franchise player, man. You know what I'm saying? I just call it how I see it, man. I just call it how I see it, man. And I feel like we are far off than what some fans think. But I'm not gonna knock them. Maybe they see something that I don't see, but I don't really see nothing. Let me look. Let me pull up something. Let me look at the NBA. Let me look at the record from last year. Let me look at something real quick. Hold up. Wait a minute. Schedule. Why'd I type that? Hold up. Okay. So let me pull this up so y'all can see. Oh, matter of fact, my bad, gang. Let me go and drop this link real quick. There's the link to if you want to come up here, you want to. Boom, there you go. Link to the chat if you want to come on the show, man. Come tap in. But let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let's share this. All right, man. Y'all see this, man? Y'all, can y'all see this? Let me see. Can I get it any bigger? All right, y'all see that, right? Y'all see that, right? We are right here. Okay. The Atlanta Hawks. 36-46. Okay. 10 games under 500. Losers. Oh, damn. We lost the last 6 of the season. God dang. What? That's crazy. What? We actually could have been above 500 or at least 500. But we lost the last 6 in a row. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I don't even know why I looked at that. But check it, right? Chicago Bulls. Did they get better this year? No. They did not get better. Okay. This is probably the only team that I think we're going to pass in the standings. And I'm expecting the Hornets to take a jump up in our spot. Pistons done, Wizards done, Nets done. We did not get better than Miami Heat. Who believes that? Who believes that we got better than the Miami Heat? I don't think we got better than the Miami Heat, in my opinion. Okay. So, okay, cool, Joe. I'll give you that. But look, you gotta hope that they miss half a season. Okay. Let's move on. We definitely ain't. Who think we better than the 76ers? Who thinks that we are better than the 76ers? I need to know. Does anybody think that we are better than the 76ers? Kool-Aid do? Cheese said, hell no. Nah. Does anybody want to say, anybody in the chat want to vouch and say we are better than the 76ers? Nobody want to take that one on? Okay, let's move on then. Who thinks that we are better than the Indiana Pacers? Did we get better than the Indiana Pacers? The boy Dap said we're a church league team. Did we get better than the Indiana Pacers? I'm just asking. Because the Pacers, I'm telling you, we better than the Pacers? Okay. We got some people vouching for the Pacers. The homie Cheese said, hell no, we ain't better than the Pacers. I mean, it's gonna be some home cooking in here. Who think we better than did we get better than the Orlando Magic? Did we get better than the Orlando Magic? Anybody want to take that one? Anybody want to vouch that one? Are we better than the Orlando Magic? What y'all got on that one? Anybody want? You trolling, Mike. Mike, you trolling. You trolling. Marion, you lie. Oh my God, bro. Are you serious? Oh my God. Marion, you come on, Marion. We are better or equal to. Really? Okay. Marion said we better. All right. Kay said you got to explain that one. I don't know what Marion probably can't come. You know why Marion can't come up here? Because he in the garage. He in the garage on that one. Okay. Are we better than the Cavs? What's y'all thoughts on the Cavs? Are we better than the Cleveland Cavaliers? You got the Cavs. They brought back Donovan Mitchell. Mike said, yeah. Jordan said, nope. Donovan said, hell no. AD said, we can give him a run. Barnesy said, no. Marion said, we better than the Cavs. Marion think we better than everybody. Dap said, nope. They dysfunctional, but Cavs better. Okay, I see what Cheese said. All right. Are we better than the Bucks? Are we better than the Milwaukee Bucks? Because I'm just because what I don't see us. I don't even know how people talking about a top 6 seed when I don't even see us getting past the 8th spot if we lucky, in my opinion. In my opinion, we got to be lucky to get into that 8th spot. And that's still a playing spot. I don't see us being top 6. Even if this team improved by 10 wins, even if you're a plus 10, you still a playing team. They could win 46 games and still be a playing team. Look at that. 36 and 46. You make us 46 and 36. You hop Chicago and you tied with Miami. So you still a playing team. Because I got us coming in between the 8th and 10th seed. That's what I got us. 8 through 10. I'm not going to do I don't know a win total yet, but I think we're going to be between 8 and 10th seed this year with the current roster. So let's look and see who we have on the roster right now. Let's look at our current roster right now. What did I want? I wanted there we go. That's what I wanted. Boom. That's what I wanted right there. Hold on. I got I'm loading this page up, y'all. Give me a hot second here. Give me a hottie. Give me a hottie toddy. Okay. So I want y'all to look at this roster. I want y'all to look at this roster of players that we have. Okay. Let's go. Let me pull it up for y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at this roster. And I'm going to ask y'all some questions. Okay. Can we agree, chat? Let me get a yay or nay. Can we agree that the talent level on this team after Trae Young drops significantly? Can we agree on that? Yay or nay? Once again, can we agree that after Trae Young, the talent level drops tremendously? Okay. Big drop. Major drop. Okay. So when I'm looking at this roster, and I know I want y'all to look at the roster, right? Clint Capella, Hunter, Bogey, Conwu, Zach, Nance, Daniels, Jalen, Buffkin, Zeller, Roddy, Garrison, Krejci, Moji, Barlow, Lundy. Okay. We can all agree. Let me ask you this. Can we all agree that to be a top 4 team in your conference, you need at least 2 all-star level players? Can we agree on that? You need at least 2 all-star level players if you want to be a top 4 team in your conference. Okay. So my question to you is this. This is the first of the big hitters. This is the first of the big hitters. Okay. I'm not even saying a championship contender. Okay. I'm just saying to be a top 4 team. Who is your second best player? Who is your number 2 on this roster right here? That is an all-star player. Who is your all-star number 2? Because we just agreed you need to at least have 2 all-stars. Who is your all-star? Who's the number 2 guy on this team? Cash considerations. So I don't understand, why would you even think this team will be close to a top 6? I've heard somebody told me we're gonna be a top 4 seed. I didn't know if he was drunk or what. So I don't understand how you look at this roster, right? How do you look at this roster and say this roster, number one, got better talent-wise overall? I don't even know how you could sit there and say that. Now, I know some people going to come back at me and say, well, we got off of Murray and we got a player that fit. Okay? We got off of Murray, we got a player that fit. But here's the thing about your player that fits, right? He can't shoot. That's one. Okay? And if he was that good, why is there even a debate about that player even starting? If he is such an important fit like that. And then, because you only added, so you got to hope, you have to hope JJ develops into an all-star caliber player this season. Okay? We have no idea what they're going to do with Zach. We have no idea. Now, when you're looking at teams that's contending, you can look at their roster and you know what everybody's role is. You already know what's going to happen. You can pull up the Boston Celtics roster right now, go down their list of players. You can tell me what their role is. Right now, we still right here, right now, as a Atlanta Hawks fan, mine is Trae Young and Jalen Johnson. You have no idea what's going to happen. You have no idea who's going to start. None. Can you still believe with people still debating is Clint Capella going to start? Is Double O going to start? We have no idea who's going to start on this team. Mine is Trae Young and Jalen Johnson. So I don't understand how y'all can be so confident and think this team is going to a top 6. They got to win what's that? They got to win 48 games this year. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got to win. That Hawks got to go 48-34. They got to go 48-34. Someone tell me the last time we had a winning regular season. When was the last time? Hold up. Let me rephrase that. When was the last time we finished the season over 500? Over 500. And people think this team right here, who coming off 36 wins, you got rid of Murray. You got a guy back who is, people don't even know if this dude's going to start. What makes you think this team is going to go from 36 and 40 what to 48 and 30? And I can't, how? You got to win 48 games next year to be a 6 seed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 47 seed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. You got to win 40. So 48 would have put you in the tie for 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to put you in the tie for 4th. So 47. My bad. Excuse me. So you got to win 47 games next year. When was the last time the Hawks won that many games? When was the last time the Hawks won 47 games? Because does anybody remember? Have we won 47 games since 2017? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. When was the last time we won 47 games, bro? And for some reason, y'all just woke up just because. So when we traded Murray, y'all were just like, oh, we're going to go and win 47 games. Was it because we added Richardson? So adding Richardson, adding Daniels, adding Zeller, adding Roddy is gonna put you, man. I can't believe y'all, man. We got the homeboy Jordan and we got the homeboy Marion in the building, man. What's good, fellas?
What's good? What's good?
You got some explaining to do there, Mr. Marion. How are we going to win? Because to get there, you got to win 47 games. How are we gonna get to 47 wins?
Let's take your and thank you for having me on. Let's take your win count, whatever your win count might be. If your win count is 40 games, let's take your win count. This year, we have the strongest draft class coming up that has been drafted since before Zion Williamson. This is a LeBron James type draft class that's coming up. What that means is that this year, you're going to see a lot of teams tanking early. They're going to tank early so that they can get a number one pick. Now, whatever your win total was for the Hawks, based on what you're looking at in terms of the players, I want you to think about it this way. When there are more teams tanking, trying to get the number one pick, guess which team in the Eastern Conference is not tanking? Your Atlanta Hawks. Why? Because tanking doesn't help us. We have no reason to tank. So we're going to go out there and we're going to try to win every game. And when we go out there and try to win every game against teams that are tanking, our win total is going to increase. That's one thing. Second thing, when we traded DJ, love DJ, but DJ was a carbon copy of Trey. You watched it. They both played the same on offense. They both played the same on defense. It didn't help us. It wasn't that we brought in Daniels or it wasn't that we brought in Richardson. It was that we got rid of that carbon copy, and getting rid of that carbon copy helps us tremendously in terms of our defensive presence, and it helps us tremendously in terms of our offense. You asked the question, when was the last time we won so many games, or when was the last time we won in the playoffs? 2021. When we was playing in 2021, who was our you talked about the drop off after Trae Young. What was the player after Trae Young? It was JC. I expect JJ to have a better offensive year than JC had in 2021. I expect JJ to be all-star player like. So what I'm saying is that with all these factors coming into play, we're going to be probably a top 6 seed.
Okay, so let me say something. In the Eastern Conference, how many teams you think tanking in the Eastern Conference?
Most of them.
That's
the ones
a lie.
That are not tanking.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
The ones that will not tank are the top 4.
That's a lie. I can name you. It's only going to be 4 teams that's tanking in the Eastern Conference. That's it.
So that's you're saying only the Nets. You're saying only the Pistons.
Yep.
You're saying the Bulls are not tanking.
No.
You're saying the Wizards are not tanking. You're saying
Pistons. Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
I just named off.
Pistons. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Pistons, Wizards, Nets, Raptors.
So you're saying that the Bulls are not tanking?
No.
The Bulls are not tanking?
No.
All right.
Okay. I'll give you the Bulls. How many teams is that?
That's 5.
Out of how many teams in the East?
14, 13, 14.
That don't sound like a lot.
So you got the Nets.
That don't sound like a lot.
You got the Nets, the Wizards, the Bulls, the Hornets. You saying the Hornets are not tanking?
No.
The Hornets are not tanking.
Bro, they got Melo Ball, bro. They got Melo.
Bro, the Hornets live on tank.
Bro, the Hornets only struggled last year because Melo was out. So they just threw the dice in. And we can't hear you, Jordan. Can y'all hear Jordan? I don't hear nothing.
Can't hear him.
We see your mouth moving. But yeah, like I don't understand. Where do you get the Hornets is taken from, bro? What? No.
Who do they have? I mean, when you look at that team, you named off LaMelo Ball. Who else do they have?
Who else do we got after Trae Young?
What we have is no first round pick of our own next year. That's what we got.
We just like the Hornets.
Who? Yeah, but
you got
who
LaMelo
can't
Ball,
tank?
just like you said. I bet if I go ask a random basketball fan, hey, who the Hawks got after Trae Young?
We got
just
JJ. We got Bogey.
we know that.
I think at the Olympics, everybody knows that.
But what I'm telling you is this: the Hornets, when it come to like, how do I want to say it? Name recognition is just like us.
Okay.
Melo Ball, and no one knows nobody else.
Exactly.
Just like with the Hawks, Trae Young, no one know nobody else unless you're a basketball fan. That's it. If I go out here and ask a random basketball fan, hey man, who the Hawks number 2?
Let's talk about Charlotte's number 1. How many years have LaMelo been injured? How many years have he had to call?
Listen to what I'm saying. If LaMelo is healthy, they are not tanking. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He is their number 1 player, and he doesn't finish seasons.
But they're not tanking. That's my point. I don't care I don't care about all that. I'm just telling you, they are not tanking. They was bad last year because he came back, got hurt, so they just scrapped the season. And they was letting Brandon Miller get all the burn and stuff. And guess what? They still beat our ass. If I'm not mistaken,
we never play good against Charlotte. That doesn't make them a good team.
You can't even. So that just further discredit what you just said. We can't even beat them, but they wanted to. Ain't they one of the
basketball is about matchups? Basketball is always about matchups.
Ain't they one of the tanking teams you had on your list?
Basketball is about matchups. We beat the Celtics twice. Does that mean we're better than them?
Does
that mean that we're better than the Celtics?
Ain't they one of the tanking teams on your list?
Come on now, basketball is about matchups. We beat the Celtics twice. Does that mean that we're better than the Celtics?
What was our record against the Hornets last year and the year before? We don't never beat the Hornets.
We don't match up well with the Hornets.
So how can you even count them? So you can't even count them in your win total.
Well, if they're tanking, I can.
Bruh, they was bad last year, and we couldn't even beat them.
Is this better?
Yeah,
that's better.
Yeah.
Okay. The Hornets are tanking.
Salute to my guy Jordan with the mustache.
Appreciate you. Hey, let me tell you something. The Hornets are tanking. That's number 1. No disrespect, but here's the thing. If you're basing it off of LaMelo Ball, the roster's thin around him. If you were to take, and I'm not just saying this as a Raptors fan, Scotty Barnes is right there with him in terms of who's better. You can debate all you want, but they're both all-star caliber players. Scotty's probably proven more throughout this point of his career. Nevertheless, the Raptors are probably going to be tanking too. Now, I don't think the Raptors are going to tank right away, but I agree. I think, long story short, they're eventually going to drop it down. But there's too much talent on the Raptors roster to be a true tanking team. Now, we ain't no Pistons now. So
didn't y'all just get Quickly all that money?
Yeah, we gave Quickly a bag, but we had it to give. It's actually a really smart contract. What they didn't say in the media, because nobody says shit, is what the Raptors did was they gave him a bag, but they front loaded it. So the end of the contract is he's making way less towards the end of the contract than he is right now. He's going to be like the 25th to the 32nd highest paid point guard by the end of that contract. And yes.
So y'all tanking.
That's what I think too. I think we're going to be tanking it up because we own our pick for this year. But I'll tell you what.
Raptors, Wizards. These are teams we all can agree on. It's no debate. We all can agree. The
Raptors aren't going to tank right away. They are going to end up tanking, but they're not going to tank right away.
Let me say it like this. Y'all will be sellers at the deadline.
I think so too. Yeah, Bruce Brown's gone. I think we're getting rid of some players, but those three main core pieces are staying intact.
I don't think the Hornets are tanking.
I think they are. But
we all can agree the Pistons is tanking.
Yeah.
They're not even tanking. They be actually trying to win. So, I mean, that's still what? 4 teams.
Listen.
Let me call it 5. Let me call it 5.
What I was about to say, my biggest issue was actually with what Marion said after that shit was that, no disrespect at all, by the way, but you said you're going to be a top 6 seed, Marion, was your words. Let me ask you this. Who the fuck are you guys going to be ahead of out of the following team? You're going to be better than the Bucks. You're going to be better than the Sixers. You know what I mean? Like better than the 76ers.
You said we're going to be better than the Magic.
Hell no. Hell to the no.
We'll be better than the Heat. The Heat.
No.
The I'll say the Heat is a push. That's
Okay,
a push.
sure. That's not a bottom line no, but I'll tell you what, the
We'll
Magic
say
is
the
a
Heat
no.
is a push. I don't
Hell
think
no.
we're better. I don't think we're better than the Pacers.
You're not better than no Celtics. There's another one.
I don't think. Yeah.
No.
Bucks, Sixers.
The Cavs.
I don't
You
think
guys
we're
ain't no top 6 seed. You guys are going to finish 7 through 11. That's where you guys are going to finish.
I don't think we go lower than 9. There's no way we go lower than 9.
I said
So there you go. Fair enough.
It's the,
Fair enough.
Look, you already talked about the Raptors. The Bulls are going to be way lower. They're going to be tanking. Nets, Wizards. The Pistons aren't going to be good anyway. That's already 5 teams we don't have to worry about. And then the Hornets, who could try, but there's no point because the Hornets aren't going to be better than anybody higher than the Heat. They're the only ones I think that can challenge us, especially because in a matchup situation, as we were talking about earlier, the Hornets are way better than us. And again, with the Magic, we are good in matchup. Same with the Bucks and sometimes the Celtics. But honestly, I don't see us being higher than the 8th seed. I can see us beating the Heat, but it's only because they're not very not functioning like an organization that I think are going to compete very well. Especially if Jimmy
top
Butler
6 is wild.
Yeah, just isn't very good.
Yeah, I'll say this too, and I'm not even lying about this. If you remember last year, before we actually started to tank, I wanted us to tank. I called it from day fucking 1 for the Raptors. But I'll tell you what right now, I want us to tank this year. But I'm telling you, we are going to finish in the play-in. Somewhere in the play-in, we're going to finish. We're not going to finish underneath it because I can already tell what's going to happen. We're going to win. We are more talented than some of these bottom-feeding teams, man. We just are. And unless we shut down players for injury reasons, the Raptors are going to finish in that range too. 11 through 8. That's where we're going to finish too. Not in the playoffs. Sorry, we're going to finish in the play-in. That's what's going to happen.
All I'm saying, man, when I look at our roster, man, I mean, I don't really see I don't see us as a better team. That's just me. I think we're the same team from last year. Because like I said, for me with Dyson Daniels, he need another year. Obviously, I think Zach's going to need 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I don't really see us, and I mean this is like, and we ain't even gonna talk injury because I mean certain injuries and we really done for. But when I look at the roster, I don't really see an upgrade in actual talent overall.
No,
I mean obviously you got the young rookie. Like I'll go down the list. Look, let me start from the bottom. Garrison Matthews. I mean, good shooter. Probably not really going to see no time this year if we help.
Hopefully,
he only got the time last year due to injuries. That was it.
Yep.
David Roddy, he ain't playing. If he playing, I know the season over with. If he playing more than 2 minutes, he should have more DMPs than he should be up there with Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller, I don't even know why. I don't know why the Hawks just ain't bought this dude out yet. I don't know you. I don't think you got to hold on to a player to a certain time to buy him out. Why is he on the roster? What? I don't know.
You know who has got a better backup center? We do, because we took Bruno Fernando.
We let him leave. We let him leave.
I just play it.
Every time it's time for Kobe Buffkin to get some shine, he get hurt.
Yeah.
So the jury's still out on him. We need him to be healthy this year so we can see what we got. Jalen Johnson, don't need to discuss Jalen. Dyson Daniels. Thing with Dyson Daniels to me is this. Can he be a good player? Yes. I think I was very, and I know some people gonna say, don't worry about it, or say the coach is stupid. But I'm gonna say this. For him to be such a great defender, I still don't understand, and I would love if the coach said something.
Mm-hmm.
That last game they played, he got 0 minutes in overtime. Your best perimeter defender, 0 points in overtime. 0 minutes in overtime.
Yeah.
Very little minutes in the fourth quarter of a close game. When in the first half he helped build a big lead. So
You know what I think? You know what I think it is with him, Damon. No, don't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah,
I think he's a weird case. He's a weird case in the NBA anymore, where he's going to be a good player, but I think his ceiling is actually low, which is no disrespect. Like, he's going to be a good defender, and I think he's going to be an above average finisher at the rim. Hopefully, by the time time's done, but he's not going to be an elite 3-point shooter. So that elite 3-and-D potential might not be there.
Well,
And
I'm not gonna go that far, and I'm gonna give you an example why.
Okay.
Because I said the same thing. Well, I didn't say that same thing. What I said was, I hope Jalen Johnson, because Jalen Johnson shot like 29% from three last year.
Sure.
And I was like, I hope he can get his 3-point shooting percentage up. And
Right.
offseason, he come back, he almost shot league average, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's about 30%.
Yeah, sure.
From three.
At
So
35,
I still and now this year I expect another jump from that three, maybe around 37%.
Right.
From three this year from him. So
Yeah.
I really believe that and another example is Seth Lundy. Seth Lundy, he shoot the three with so much confidence now, working with Kyle Korver, working with he's been working with Kyle Korver since he got here. I remember when Kyle Korver was speaking about him. So I believe Dyson Daniels. Now it may not be this year. That's why I said 2 years. Because he's doing the Olympics.
Yeah.
He just
all I'm gonna say, I think it was misunderstood a little bit what I was trying to say. Like, even if he gets to a league average 3-point shot, you know, and he's an above average finisher at the rim. Right now he's pretty average, I think, at the rim. I still don't think he's like an all-star level player. He might be fringe maybe, but I don't think his ceiling's anything above that. A 1 or 2-time all-star at best. You know, like
all-star right now. I can see.
Yeah, me either. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so we gave up, and I know DeJounte didn't fit, but we gave DeJounte up, you know, for Larry Nance. Maybe he's gonna have a resurgence here and he'll be an all-star.
But this is the thing, though. This is the thing. If Dyson Daniels just turns out to be, and I ain't trying to throw no shade, if he just turns out to be a Derek White,
sure,
a Drew Holiday, that's a
no Drew Holiday now. The playmaking ain't there.
Drew been on what team? The Sixers got rid of Drew Holiday when he was a young player too, and he made some of himself. He took his game up another level. Derek White. Yeah. The Spurs got rid of him. He was already a good defensive guy. A lot of people, including myself, I didn't know he could score the ball like that. But, I didn't know he could score the ball like that. It was some games with the Celtics. Hey, he come out just dropped 25. Same thing.
But you trust of all, and no disrespect here, but you trust of all the places that this kind of player would develop into something like that. We're talking about Atlanta.
Well, I mean, what I will say is this: as much as I bash Quinn Snyder, about wins and losses, I got to give him credit when it comes to developing players, man. I mean,
okay, good to know that it's turning around. Then good to know that that's turning around.
Kyle Korver, I got to give Landry Fields some credit. I'm assuming that his little what do you call it? His players programs or whatever he be giving them at the end of the season. I'm assuming that's part of it, and that's, you know, look at Murray. Murray came back year 2, had a career year. So I do have faith that they can turn Daniels into what he should be. The problem is, like I said, I expect it not to be this year, but next year, because he ain't gonna have a full off season this year because he did the Olympics. So by the time he probably not gonna Hawks till you do the Olympics, you probably need 3-4 weeks off because you ain't been off. You ain't did nothing yet.
Watch the Olympics.
So by the time he get to Atlanta, I mean, what are you gonna get there right before training camp? And he really had time to work on his game besides playing in the actual game. You know what I'm saying?
So watch Daniels in the Olympics.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
The reason why Steph Curry didn't go off on us, I mean on them like he went off on France, is because of Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels put Steph Curry in a box.
But nobody talking about his defensive. That's
the thing, though. That's the thing. You just mentioned that if he can be like Derek White, I think he's a much better defender than Derek White. I think that he's 6'7". He has great lateral movement. He has great hands, and he knows how to put players in the box. And he's very instinctive on defense.
Okay. What about the other side of the ball?
A lot of people were mad about the DJ trade because they didn't get the glitz and the glamour that they thought we would.
What about the other side of the ball?
They thought that we were going to get Brandon Ingram and something else. But the truth of the matter is, getting Dyson Daniels is not getting nothing.
What about the other side of the ball?
Yeah.
The other side of the ball. Did you see him? Did you see him in the Olympics?
Can I say something?
I seen him. Hey, I seen him had 2 points through 3 quarters. How many times he did that?
I got a question.
One time you saw him. Because I saw him hit three out of 4 3-pointers. I saw him hit.
In how many games? That's one game. That's
one
continue.
game.
Game as well. Your game is one game as well.
Continue.
You can do it.
No, but what I'm telling you is this, Marion. He was on the bench in the game that mattered. Explain that. He set the whole overtime, and he set the fourth quarter. Why is that?
Did they win that game?
No.
Well, that means that the coach messed up.
In the 2 games they won, he was clutch. He was a clutch shooter in 2 games that they won. They went to him in one play where he laid it up. He shot a 3-point shot that was clutch.
The reason he wasn't in the game is because of his offensive He's an offensive liability. That's why.
Well, my question is, y'all talking about where we're going to end up at, right? So where are the Hawks at in offense in the NBA? They're in the top what?
They're probably gonna be top.
So somebody for history right now, last year, year before last, where they at in the NBA in offense? Top 5, right?
Yeah.
Top 5. Where they was at in defense? Where they was at in defense last year?
Bottom 4.
Bottom 3.
Bottom
everything.
3. So with the way we have structured this team, and with the defense and the length that we have on the team, it can bring us up to being at least in the top 15 or the top 20.
Oh,
top 15 on defense.
One player doesn't bring you to the top 15.
No, it's not one player. You got Ricochet. You got Ricochet just the 6'10". He's 6'10". Okay, he's a 6'10" guard. He's gonna be a defensive player. Okay. Then you got Dyson Daniel. He's gonna be more of a defensive player. We already know we got Clint Capella. Clint Capella is a defensive player. Okay. So and then we got JJ. He's a defensive player.
Hold up.
So we got more players.
Kool-Aid. Weren't all those dudes on the team last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the problem.
So how come the defense was so awful? You just named the dudes who was on one of the worst defensive in the year. Defense.
But no, Dyson Daniel was not on the team last year, and Ricochet was not on the team last year.
So what you just said is what Jordan said. He said one player ain't gonna make no difference. You named 2.
What I'm saying, I named 2 players. I said Dyson and Ricochet. Okay, so when you add those 2 players right there, it enhances the defense to even be better. Because now,
yes, but here's the thing.
You think he's gonna be them 2 gonna jump us up 10 slots?
Yes.
If healthy.
And then
here's the other problem.
And guess what?
Y'all be saying I'll be in the garage.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. You're not understanding. And the bench itself is a tall bench. When Coach may start, the bench is deeper this year than it was last year. We're gonna have better defensive player coming off the bench this year than we had last year. So all we have to do is increase to keep people in between 120 points a game. If we can keep people at 120 points a game with what we have, we're gonna automatically do 125.
How many points we gave up last year per game?
We gave up a lot of points last year. You know why? Because the front court with DJ was terrible.
We gave up. I think we finished at 122 per game, if I'm not mistaken. You just said if you want us to hold them to 122 per game this year. So so the defense didn't get no better.
Come on.
But you gotta understand that DJ was 20 points. DJ on our team was worth 20 extra points on our defense. with DJ playing and Trey on the floor together.
Wait, what?
Hey, one quick thing.
20 points.
What you mean?
One
What
quick thing.
he was worth 20 points. What that
Let me
mean?
get in right quick.
What I'm saying,
What does that mean? He was worth 20 points. What that mean?
what I'm saying is that with him on the floor and Trey and him on the floor, we actually gave up an extra 10 points to 20 points a game. It was no defense, period. That's what I'm saying. No defense at all.
And one other thing.
And then that also put pressure on Clint Capella because you had two players that were releasing players onto Clint. So it just messed up everything altogether.
And one other thing. In January, when both JJ and Hunter were hurt, you know that Wesley Matthews played 11 games, 14 minutes per game as our power forward.
Who fault is that?
That's Landry's fault.
There you go.
Know, that's what we had to deal with.
Well, no.
He is a 6'4" power forward.
You're not gonna do that.
How you expect to do
You're not gonna do that, Marion.
6'4" foul.
You can't sit there and complain about the roster. Well, he said, the GM built the team.
I agree with you. I agree with that. I agree with that. The GM built a faulty team, but he fixed it. Because we can't put a 6'4" power forward out there no more.
So last year, Wesley Matthews was worth it when he was on the floor playing the power forward. That was an additional another 5 points score, 10 points score on our defense.
And he had no offense. And he had absolutely
no offense.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have been on the team in the first place.
Right, exactly. Now he's not on the team. Who's
taking his place? The Mooney kid. What's the dude name? What's the dude name we got? The new
dude from
you got Moji.
Who the dude built like SpongeBob, man?
Big Fletcher taking his place.
No. What's the dude we just got, man? Rooney. What's his name from Phoenix?
You talking about Barlow?
David Roddy.
Barlow.
Yeah, Roddy gonna take those minutes, man.
Oh, Roddy a bad boy now.
Roddy is a bad. Oh my God!
Don't play down Roddy. Don't play down Roddy. And don't play down Barlow. Cause I go back and look. I looked at the highlights with Barlow, and he was shutting down some people before it became now. So we got we got a roster with better defensive players coming off the bench.
Roddy, really Kool-Aid, Roddy
and Barlow. I'm telling you.
I'm talking about Roddy.
I'm talking about Roddy too. Go look at Memphis. Go look at Memphis. And I ain't saying that Roddy or them gonna get playing before Self. And you know Self London can play some defense. We know Kobe Buffington's a defensive player. You got a better bench. You ain't got to worry about no Patty Mel coming off the bench. Patty Mel don't play no defense. Did you not see?
I saw Patty Mel look good. I saw Patty Mel look good in the Olympics. I saw Patty Mel look good in the Olympics. That's what I saw.
He didn't play no defense though, because Kobe.
You don't care. I ain't know you cared about defense.
Guess who was covering for Patty Mel? Most of the time on defense, Dyson Daniel.
Guess what Dyson Daniel is gonna do for the Atlanta Hawks?
He gonna cover for Trey when he on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. So he doing his job.
Exactly. It's gonna be his job. And
you made it seem like it was bad though. You try to make it seem like it was bad.
That means how many extra shots that with him playing defense? How many extra shots that the team gonna get? When they the top 5 offense.
I can't believe you brought up Roddy, man. Like that's so crazy to me.
I didn't bring up Roddy. You brought up Roddy.
I did. My bad. Roddy's trash.
You brought up Roddy. I ain't talking about Roddy. Let me put it on record.
He's trash.
I don't even know what Roddy. I don't even know what Roddy.
Moji. Listen, I'm a big Moji fan. He needs to be in College Park.
Okay. Well, we got Nance Jr.
That mess that I saw in some league was unacceptable.
And Cody is a top #1 draft pick.
Yeah, Kool-Aid 10 years ago.
It don't matter. A #1 is a #1.
Kool-Aid.
And guess what? #1 is better.
He wasn't no #1 pick. He was number 4.
I said he was in the first round. He was first round #4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying.
In 2013, Kool-Aid, what was you doing in 2013, Kool-Aid?
without 2013, I was watching Cody Zeller playing with Charlotte, playing some good basketball.
No, he wasn't because he only averaged like 4 points his rookie year. He was a bum.
He had a role. He played center.
He had a role, huh?
Yeah, he played his role. He's the role player.
Number 4 overall pick. We just come on, Kool-Aid.
Now you know he better than Bruno. Bruno would draft?
Maybe a prime Cody Zeller. The one we got now is not better than Bruno Fernando.
He's not gonna play that much.
So why he here?
He here for a contract. He got a contract. They didn't want to get rid of the contract. They wanted to play through that. But he's here.
Buy him out. You ain't gonna get nothing for him.
He's gonna be sitting on the bench. He's gonna be sitting on the bench, just like Bruno would have been sitting on the bench if he was here.
But at least Bruno could come in and give us something.
Bruno was not going to come in at all. He was gonna go back to the bench.
You know what's so funny about you saying?
You know what's so funny? Who's gonna play? Larry Nance was gonna play.
You know what's so funny about you saying that?
You
know what's so funny about that Kool-Aid? We said the same shit last year, and guess what? We need a Bruno ass, didn't we?
Yeah, because he got hurt.
Exactly.
So then when somebody get hurt, guess who's gonna come out the bench? Cody Zeller.
Bro, if Cody Zeller's
a better shooter. He better mentality about the game.
You know what's bad when Marion put his head down. You know when Marion put his head down.
I don't have a problem with Cody Zeller being a backup to the backup to the backup. I don't have a problem with that.
These don't even know what to say. I don't know if
you agree with me.
These don't even know what to say. But don't worry, you know what I'm gonna do.
He's better than Bruno. I'm just telling you, he's better than Bruno.
Cody is the backup to the backup to the backup. I'm not worried about that.
I'm gonna see what Cody Zeller did his last 5 years real quick. Let me see what he did his last 5 years real quick, man. Hold up, because you talking too much of this Cody Zeller. His ass should have been bought out.
I'm just saying, man. But I'm saying he better than Bruno.
He ain't better than Bruno, man. The dude about old as me. What
it don't matter.
About?
His chance of getting a chance to play.
Man. Let me look at this dude numbers, man. Let me see what we got here. I cannot, but bro, the dude averaged 1 point last year.
He didn't play.
Oh my God!
Backup though.
He was playing. He was a backup, way off the bench with the Pelicans.
Oh my God!
He was way back up in the hole with the Pelicans.
Hold up, man. Buy this dude out. Why you should have kept Bruno, bro?
He was way up in the hole with the Pelicans.
And Bruno was cheaper.
He's not cheaper. He's not cheaper when you add his contract and then what you had to pay Bruno. He's not cheaper.
That would put
that's because you still got to pay. You still had to pay him because
Bruno was only making like $2 million.
Yeah, but we're like
luxury tax.
We would have had to pay him and Bruno, which would have cost us more money.
It would have been the luxury tax.
Would have been the tax.
We would have to pay him more money, so it was cheaper to keep Cody Zeller and get rid of the $1 million.
As the backup to the backup to the backup.
The backup to the backup with what of a chance of the backup to the backup.
He is a bum, bro. We
already got 5 centers. Guess who's a better center?
He is a bum. Bomb out, man. We could use a roster spot for something else.
We have the money. We have the money.
You have to pay him.
Look at this nonsense. Look at this.
We arguing about Cody Zeller, man. Cody Zeller is not.
I want him off the team, man. I want him gone, bro.
I know you want to go. It don't matter whether he be gone or not. I'm just telling you about money wise. They're not going to get out of here. They got to pay somebody and just let them go. They're not just going to pay a contract and just let them go.
Get out of here, man. You can use a roster spot. You can use a roster spot for something else.
They're not going to do that, man. They ain't going to spend
we're going to look the whole season. We're going to see the dude sitting on the end of the bench clapping and shit.
Yep. That's okay, though.
He's going to be swag surfing. He's going to be swag surfing.
That's all we need him to do is swag surfing and be one of the best leaders on the
man. Let's utilize our
Barlow going to be a beast, man.
Yeah.
That young boy going to be a beast, man. I'm telling you right now. Don't play down Barlow, man.
Barlow is not playing
going to play
for the Atlanta Hawks until after the All-Star break.
Man, I'm telling you, man, don't play down Barlow, man. Don't play down Barlow, man.
Hey, Jordan, you got to cut your speakers off, man. You got you echoing.
Hey, and then they still shopping Hunter. So I don't know at some point in time, but I'm telling you, man, Clint Capella gonna come and play a different role this year, man. With the way he gonna go back.
Be his role?
His main role is to play major defense and get rebounds.
Listen, I don't care. Listen, long as they don't give no contract extension, I don't care what he do this year. I don't care.
But they don't give no contract. They ain't gonna give no contract.
Don't give no extension. Let it play it out. Get rid of him.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get no. That's why they got young Barlow, and then you got Nance. You got them guys to play to come back to the back of the center.
You gotta turn your volume all the way down, Jordan. Whatever volume you gotta turn it down.
You got Double O, you got Larry Nance, you got Barlow, and you got Clint Capella, man.
Jordan, you might have YouTube open. If you have YouTube open, then it might be echoing.
Yeah.
So in actuality, man, this team is actually structured better than the 2021 team. When you're talking about length and talent, and then what makes it so bad, you got almost 6 man that's gonna be playing, which is gonna be Bun Donovan. Okay, and then you that's an echo on me too. Okay,
it's Jordan on the echo.
Okay, and so you're gonna have Bun Donovan, right? That's almost a 6 man last year, and then you got Garrison Matthews, who shot the highest percentage in the 3-point, and he didn't even to me he didn't even look he did that well.
Bro, he not gonna. He's not playing for real this year, dog.
We got a lot of people, but I'm just saying they gonna pay him. With coach liking him, they gonna pick their spots for that man to get his.
That dude not getting no burn this year, man.
Nah. Well,
what do we know about Quinn Snyder? What do we know about Quinn Snyder? Let me tell you something.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna tell you something we all know about Quinn Snyder. He played 9 dudes.
See, you see how deep that bench is. That Garrison Matthews might not even get no burn this year.
You said it like he an all-star or something. What?
Nah, but he used to 42%.
Garrison Matthews was
one of the leaders in 3-point percentage. He was good last year.
He was good in terms of shooting.
I mean, but it ain't like we go like he's not like a game changer. You said it like
he's gonna change.
You said like he's some type of game
he's someone who
play.
He ain't a game changer. He ain't a game changer.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm
talking about the bench.
Listen,
we talking about the bench. I'm gonna be honest. That Garrison Matthews might not even get a chance to play.
I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Because I don't believe we're not gonna do shit this year, in my opinion.
No.
I just want to see all the young dudes get all the playing time. That's all I want to see this year. I want to see Zach getting 25, whatever. I want to see them all getting all these minutes. Because I'm telling y'all, in my opinion, I believe this year is really just a wash. I think they really want to see what they got with these guys right here. And then look, you get Clint Capella coming off your book. If I believe if we under 500, what we should be around the deadline, I believe they're going to move on from Bogey and see if they can get a first-round pick in return, because I believe they're gearing up for free agency for next year, because we're supposed to have some cap space next year.
What if we start off strong, though, Demond? What happens if we start off strong?
This is my thing right here, Marion. This is my thing. Whatever Landry Fields' plan is, whatever he told the owner, this is the direction, he need to stick to it. You cannot alter your plan. Okay? You can't, whatever plan he got, you can, if this team take off strong, you can't alter your plan, because look what we did. We went to the conference final. Now we're back in the lottery.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Here's the problem too, though, right? Marion, like, on to add to that, right? Like, if you guys start off strong and you're on the trajectory to make it to the playoffs, even if you somehow, by the grace of God, lock in the 6th seed, okay? Do you think, and don't bullshit me here, do you think there's a realistic chance this team does anything in the playoffs against the juggernauts that we'd be going through to get there?
Because we'll be playing the number 1 or the number 2 seed in the first round
against the Magic.
No chance. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so what's the
so y'all trying to say we can't beat the Magic?
No, we can't.
The Magic not gonna be in my opinion. If we make the playoffs, Kool-Aid, it's probably gonna be through the play-in.
It is.
So We shouldn't even meet up with the Magic in the playoffs.
No,
We should be playing the first seed or the second seed.
Kool-Aid, one more thing though.
And I don't believe the Magic is going to be a top 2 seed.
Yeah, and one more thing, Kool-Aid, before you answer, to add to that though, because your response was questionable to me. Should it be the Magic should be the fucking focus? No, if you go to the playoffs, the whole fucking point is winning, because you making it to the playoffs mean that your pick next year is shittier. No doubt.
We have no pick. We don't have a pick next year. We have no pick next year. So that's why we're going to be trying to win.
You're tongue-tied into going for it, but I'll tell you what, it's not about beating the Magic. Can you make it to the final? Can you win the final? That should be the question here.
You know how we built this team. You know why we built the team with the length that we did and how we built it. We built it to beat the Celtics. The way this team is structured to beat the Celtics.
We beat the Celtics with our team last year.
We're trying to structure
with Cody Zeller, the former first-round pick.
As our fourth-string center. Come on, Jordan. He's our
We ain't talking about that. We talking about we talking about the real players that gonna be playing.
I'm just playing. It was brought up. So you think,
man? I just tell you, so be disappointed, man.
Yeah, I'm just set.
I don't want y'all to be disappointed. I got us 8.
I don't have no problem being disappointed. And right now, what I'm saying is that I'm saying the team have been structured with the height and the length to be competitive to beat the Celtics.
Okay, but you know what you didn't say though? You know what you didn't say, Kool-Aid? You didn't say the talent.
The what?
You said height and length. You didn't mention no talent.
No, they got the talent too. When you're talking about the shooters, the height and the shooters, we got the talent. Don't play down, because see, every time we ain't even talking about the main ingredients is Trae Young.
Bro, listen. And
that main ingredient,
just because Trae Young, just because he passed you the ball, don't mean you're gonna make the shot.
And just because Trae Young passed you the ball, don't mean you're not gonna make the shot.
Oh God,
that's what it usually means. Am I right?
But you can't. Yeah. But that ain't the point. The point is that we count on Richard Shea to make the shot.
But you count. But you listen. I don't do the unknown. To me,
Johnson,
Richard Shea to me is an unknown right now. He could go out there and be goddamn Larry Bird. He could go out there and be Kwame Brown. We don't know.
Exactly. You lean in one way.
We hope he turns into something special, being a number 1 overall pick. But do I think he will? I don't know. Okay.
I think the simplicity.
I don't even know how Quinn Snyder going. I don't even know how Quinn Snyder going to use him this year. Well, hell, half the fan base don't even want him to start.
Let me say this to mine. We have no reason to tank. We have JJ in a contract year. We have Clint in a contract year.
What that mean? What did Clint mean in a contract year? What that mean?
Oh, he's gonna play good. He's gonna play his best. But hear me out. We got players in their contract year. We have nothing to lose. We have everything to gain. We have no reason to quit. We are gonna be a dangerous team. Whether you believe it or not. We are going to be a dangerous team.
What make us so dangerous? They didn't have that attitude
Number
last
one,
year.
You're not tanking. Number 2,
they didn't have that attitude last year. The year before that, they didn't have that attitude. They're just some new improved attitude now.
Well, when you got Wesley Matthews starting at power forward, you can't have that attitude.
Okay, let's not. Come on now.
When you have JJ and Hunter missing 25 games apiece, you can't have that attitude.
Yeah, I do actually agree with Marion on one thing here, which is, it's pretty surprising considering where I've been so far this conversation. But I will say this, right, with no disrespect. I think you're right about them going for it this year, and there's no reason to tank, because there's also one thing that's not being highlighted here, and that's the fact that this deadline is not going to be, I don't think people are going to get the best value for some of these players. And I say that because one of the things you said earlier was there's going to be a lot of teams that are tanking this year. And I do agree with that on both sides, the East and the West. I think a lot of teams are going to shut it down early based on the contenders that we have in the NBA right now. And because of that, I think there's going to be a lot of players available at the deadline. And I don't think the value is quite going to be there compared to what it has been. Because I think that even though it's a great draft, I don't think people are going to be willing to give up their first round picks because of how deep the draft is and beyond. I don't think Bogey would necessarily get you one, even though in a normal year he would. I think that the landscape for this season and what value is going to be at that deadline is going to be questionable, because I don't think a lot of teams are going to be truly contending, or at least visioning themselves as true contenders for this season. So just putting that out there, because I think you're right. I don't think it would make sense to sell off a Bogey because of that. I don't think it would be worth selling off of Capella, even though he's expiring, no matter where you are.
This is my thing right here.
You see
It's
that
my
already,
thing.
though.
Pick a path and stick with it. Are you trying to get the young talent developed and ready, or what are you trying to do? You're not winning a championship.
To follow up on what Jordan was saying, you see it in the offseason. How many moves have you actually seen, especially for 2025 draft picks this offseason?
Oh, you don't see them.
Nobody's making moves for 2025 draft picks, because this is a LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony type draft.
There's some good players in it.
Therefore, what you will see is everybody's holding on tight to all of their draft assets. So we're not trading. We're not trading, and the reason we're not trading is because we can't find anybody who will give us what we want for a trade. So what we have is we have a locked-in team. We have a locked-in team. We have no reason. We have absolutely no reason to tank. We're going to be one of the teams out there trying to beat everybody.
Okay,
and there are going to be a whole lot of teams trying to lose.
Now let me say this:
you can count on us to have some wins.
Let me say this: one, I never said we were going to tank. What I said was we are. I believe the front office is rebuilding the roster.
Yeah.
Tanking means, hey, we're trying to lose on purpose to get a better pick. I never said that. I said we are rebuilding. But I'm going to tell you this. If we had that pick this year, best believe we tanking.
Yeah.
We ain't competing for nothing.
That's the reality, is we don't have that pick. So what we're locked into is to win. We got the Lakers 2025.
But what I'm telling you, what I'm telling y'all, we don't have, in my opinion, our talent is not better than the teams I mentioned. We don't got top 6 talent on this team. After Trae Young, the drop off is so drastic.
Yeah,
it's drastic.
But when everybody is tanking, the talent level doesn't matter that much.
But the teams above us ain't tanking.
No.
Yeah, the teams above us are the top 4 teams. Like I told you, it's only
the teams who finished above us last year.
No,
the teams who finished above us last year are not tanking, Marion.
Name the teams other than the top 5 that are not tanking.
On the 2021 team, how many All-Stars was on that team?
On the 2021 team, before beginning of the season, Kool-Aid, did you say that team was going to the conference final? Because if you didn't say it at the beginning of the season, it don't matter. Because guess what, Kool-Aid? We was under 500. Why you think LP got fired? We was awful.
That's my point I'm making. That's my point I'm making. You don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
my point. You on 2024, we didn't have no all. You just said we didn't have no All-Stars, and we made it to the conference finals.
I guess everybody's tearing their ACL.
So by you saying this right now, we don't have number 1 All-Star. Trae Young's a more mature player than he was in 2021, and he going and with this team right here, which I see what I just said, that look like it is structured deeper and better with better talent than that team in 2021. It's like we have a better chance of making
Ben Simmons.
Man, listen, man.
Ben Simmons.
Bro, you don't get. Look at
I got.
Look at the Mavericks, man.
I give y'all a call back, man. I get y'all.
Okay. Look at the Mavericks. They ain't putting just random dudes beside Luka Doncic. They put legit future Hall of Famers. Then when they got another one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't disagree with
you. You excited. Oh, we went to the finals, lost, but now guess what? We added another Hall of Famer. What do we do? We don't do stuff like that. We sit here and we allow the front office to convince us to go back and forth over guys, no offense, who've never been an all-star. Not once.
Right.
We need to be demanding.
But you just said we need to rebuild.
No, I said they are. I said I believe Landry Fields is rebuilding the team as we go along, but obviously he's not going to say it because they still got to sell season tickets.
Oh, I agree.
But you don't play a team. Look who you added. You traded Murray. You got Dyson Daniels, 21.
Yep.
Ricochet, what he 20?
Not even that. Is he 19, right?
Jalen, I'm not gonna count Jalen because he got 3 years in the 4 years in the league. But you really going out there, you surrounded Trey with the length, but you also put a lot of young dudes around him.
I agree.
This team is not ready to win. They're not there yet.
No.
I believe he's trying to get everybody on the same time frame, but he's looking for a certain type of player.
I agree.
And that's why I said we're not winning nothing. So when y'all talk to me about winning, that's when I start looking at teams that make winning moves. The Sixers, it don't matter how many times Embiid has failed, they keep trying to add talent on that team.
I agree.
Then when I turn and look at Trae Young, we ain't never add nobody like that to this team for him to see if he can lead the team to the championship. Because let me tell you what's about to happen this year. Everybody's so positive. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. If we under 500 by the All-Star break, watch what the fan base do. They're gonna find somebody to blame. Well, this guy not doing it. Last year was Murray. Year before that was Collins. What I'm saying is, I want my team to avoid bullshit. Go get the winner. Go get the proven talent.
I don't disagree with you at all, Devon, but let's look at the reality. If we are below 500 at the break and no other teams are trading their assets,
everybody will.
We're not tanking. What do you expect us to do?
This was gonna happen. If we under 500, we need to be sellers. Because guess what, Marion? Other teams get injured too.
Sellers for what though?
Guess what? You know what? What if one of these contenders, big man, go down? Oh, we got Clint Capella on expiring, and you only got to pay half his salary because it's already February. Well, we want a first round pick. We have the leverage in situations like that.
If we have the leverage in first round pick, they're gonna laugh at us.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. What my mama used to tell me? You
ask
for
30
what
protected.
You ask for what you want, and you let them you let them try to talk you down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you what I want.
But I'm gonna tell you now, they're gonna talk you down. They ain't gonna give you that.
But guess what?
They'll give you a 2029 pick.
Well, that's cool. I'll take it. Because guess what? I'm not re-signing Clint Capella anyway. So really, really, I'll take anything so I don't lose them for nothing. But when I'll say this though, I'm gonna ask for that first round pick. Then if you don't want to give it to me, I'm gonna say give me a first round lottery protected. You don't want to give it to me, hey, then go somewhere else. I'm gonna call they bluff.
Yeah, I'll say this: like
they trying to win. They contenders. They're trying to win. But that's just one example. What if one of their shooters go down? You got Bogey, fresh off the World Cup. I need a first and a second, or I need a first and a young player. He's an excellent shooter on a great contract, and he under team control this year and next year. I'm not giving him up for no fucking second round pick. I don't give a 2025. You gonna give me something?
Second round pick, sir.
Huh?
They'll be offering second round picks,
and they won't have a Bogdanovich on their team.
Exactly. That's what I'm
saying.
Go
figure it out.
I'm saying that they're gonna offer us the worst that they can send us, regardless of what their situation is.
And you're gonna tell them no, but guess what? You have the leverage. You don't have to make the deal. But I'm saying trade deadline, a contender, one of they starting big man go down, one of their main shooters go down. They need our help more than we need them. I don't gotta settle. They gotta come to me. I'm not even gonna say I ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna come to me. Hey, we see y'all 10 games under 500. What y'all trying to do? What you looking for? We looking for Clint. I need first round pick. Now, do it got to be a 25 pick? Hell, it don't got to be a 2025 first round pick now. Because guess what I'm doing? I'm gathering assets, right? Because guess what? The more assets I can get, maybe this upcoming season, off season, I try to make a trade for something with the assets that I'm gaining.
The thing is that teams would rather lose than to give up assets.
Well, that's not my problem.
Because look at Philly last year. Embiid went down. Did they try to trade for another center? No. They said we'll just work with what we got.
But
that's why they loaded up with so many players this year.
But weren't they a second apron team last year?
They expect Embiid and playoff P to get injured.
Wasn't they a second apron team?
Yeah, and that's
really much they could do anyway, right?
All of your contenders are looking at that second apron. That's why no moves are going to be made like the one you're talking about, because they're not giving up assets for money. Nobody. You say we'll send them Clint. That means that they'll be paying Clint $40 million. That's what that really means. They'll be paying Clint $40 million, maybe more than that.
How's that?
Because if they're a second apron team and they pay Clint $20 million for a first round pick, that means they're actually going to pay Clint twice as much.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, it's not my problem. I don't care what they do.
No, it's not. And that's why they're not going to do it. That's why they're not going to do that kind of deal. They'll be trying to send us all kind of trash. They'll be trying to send us trash and second round picks and tell us it's a good deal.
Are they expiring contracts? Is that some of their young talent?
Probably not.
Well, I mean, I won't make a deal.
Like I
said, I don't need them.
Exactly.
They have to trade 20 mil back.
That's why we hold on to what we got.
They got to match dollar for dollar, right?
They got to pay more.
So you're gonna run me one of them young players that I like. Then you're gonna run me some expiring contracts. Then you gonna run me some draft picks. Boom, 20 million.
Yeah.
Trade it back.
I'll say this: the Hawks are in a very delicate area with their capital, because with not having any picks, the way that their team is built kind of suggests otherwise, whether people in here want to admit it or not. This team is not one of the top 5 teams in the East, let alone the top 8 teams in the NBA. This team is not coming into this season saying we're winning the championship, and we don't have the picks to back that up. And the reality is, whether people want to admit it or not, and this is delicate, I know, I just went through it. Trae Young's probably gone from this team in the next couple of years. I don't know how you keep him. You have if your team is not performing and you guys consistently make it to the play-in, you're a floating team who can't get a top 6 seed. There's no reason to not shut it down, because before Trae's contract is up or his value declines for whatever reason, injuries, age, as he gets older, that price tag can only get lower. Even though he's a great player, I think there comes a point where you're going to have to sell him off to potentially to the Spurs to get some of these damn picks back. Because Christ, I mean, you got to control your own picks.
After this year, but see, it don't matter. After this year, fuck that pick shit. Because they had a 25. They got the 25 this year. They're gonna pick swap next year, and then they got my 26. I ain't trading back for that 26 pick. Hell no, they can have that shit. I'm not trading Trae Young until he walk into that office.
It's gonna happen.
And demands a trade. I will not trade that man. Not gonna do
fair enough, but I'm just telling you, Demont, and I think you agree with me on this. The capital that you guys have in your pocket is not resemblant of a team that is where your roster is in terms of competitiveness. And I'm not trying to hurt no feelings.
No, you're not. No. My feelings ain't hurt at all. But see, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. That's why I said I believe this season really is a wash. I believe this season is really to get the guys, the young players, the Zachs, the Dyson Daniels, the Kobe Buffkins, get the major minutes this year. I believe we're gonna try to hit on something next year. We should have a nice side, some freed up salary with Clint expiring. That we could add to the team. What's good, Chief?
I agree with the point that you're making about. I think this is a wash. We're not going to win anything. We're probably going to be a play-in team. We might make the playoffs. That's what it will be. But what I also think is it's arguably the most important, because of how if everything goes wrong this season, everything's gone. It's rebuild time. Like, Trae will be gone if everything goes wrong. If Risa Shea isn't performing, if Dyson doesn't live up to it, if the coaching is horrible and we lose, we're 15 games under 500 for some weird reason.
Sure.
Without it.
Yeah.
It's-
You need
it's
capital
all-
back,
it's
man.
all over.
But
You need capital.
And
This,
there's no
but see, this is what I said.
How are we going to get our picks back? We can't. It's
Well, no. It's not your
that's
picks,
the
but it's
point.
not your picks. But what I'm saying is if you are 15 games under 500, that's how the season ends, man. You're right. The team needs to be reset. You need a new crew. The bottom line is the only way you get capital is by selling off these guys. Unfortunately, if you play it out and you're 15 games under 500 because you have a horrible second half of the All-Star break, after the All-Star break, you lose Capella for nothing. You don't lose Bogdanovic, but he's got to go. He's got to go. You got Trae Young. He's the only player on this team that you can trade because you can't trade any of the young guys with value. He's the only one. So other than Bogdanovic, that's got to be considered. It's got to be. It hurts sometimes. I just went through it with Pascal. And nobody appreciated Pascal more than Raptors fans because we actually saw it day in, day out. But you think it was easy to let go of that? No, it wasn't. The bottom line is we needed capital, and the team was going nowhere. And eventually, you got to fucking admit it. And this is 2
like I
years in
said-
a row.
But see, this is what I'm telling y'all. We doing it right now. We are resetting the roster right now, bro. You start
Not totally. Not like what we mean. Not like what we
But-
mean is it's fully. It's you are selling. You are going. You are
no.
tanking.
But see, this what I
That's
said
different.
earlier. The only difference, the only reason we not selling shit now is because we don't have that pick. If we had our own pick this year, I believe we would blow it up. I truly believe that. I truly
Yeah, I
believe
think
they
you're
would
right.
reset
I
the
think you're
whole
right.
thing. If we had our number one overall pick this year, they would blow it up and take a chance in the hell. According to the draft experts, you really just got to you get in the top 7, you got a damn game changer right
Yeah.
there. So
I
I
agree with what you're
mean,
saying.
the only reason we not selling everything is
Yeah.
because there's no advantage to it for us. So
For
what
sure.
is
Yeah.
what's the second best option? Okay, let's build around Trae Young. How everybody says you got to build around him. Let's do it that way, right? And also this, I believe that Landry Fields and the owner, I believe they told Trae Young, "Hey, listen, we tried it with the Murray, it didn't work. Okay, you chipped in and said you wanted him on the team, right? So give us a chance to turn the roster around." But
Sure.
I think they said, I really believe this. Obviously, I won't in the room. Sad I gotta say that shit because I know somebody goes, "Well, you won't dare tomorrow." But I believe that they told Trae Young, "Listen, you got to give us 2 years realistically, because we got to move on from Murray. We all know it's
Yeah.
not working. We have to move on. This is what it's looking like." And I believe this. I believe they showed them this. These are the returns we're looking at on Murray, gauged around the league.
Yeah.
These what teams telling us. We're leaning in this direction. We're gonna need 2 years. This year, it's pretty much a wash. We're gonna get these young boys ready. Clint drops off at the end of the year. We can free up some other money. We should have be a small time player in free agency. But the key is you're hoping you get that either all-star or fringe all-star jump from Jalen Johnson this year. If you get that,
that's right. Yeah.
then you're working with something.
That's
Then
right.
you're working with
That's
something
what
because
you're
now
going.
you can say you got the two all-star that we agree that you really want. You got your Trae Young, and you got your and they don't play the same position.
Yeah.
We're good, Chief.
I'll say this quickly though, not to. I know you got to say something, but just to add to that though, I'll say this: we better damn hope that some of these young guys progress, because if not, we in trouble here. Okay, because we are not getting somebody in this draft. Not in the first round. We're not getting that prize
But
position.
no, we
here.
got the Laker pick
No, we
this
got the
year.
Lakers.
We got the Lakers.
Okay, good. So you get somebody coming in here, but
Let
even
me
still,
say this,
but even
though. Let
still,
me say
you
this,
need.
And Jordan, and if
we got
the Kings
Yeah,
make the playoffs, we got they pick too.
Let me say this. I agree with what you're saying, Damon. And here's what I'm saying about it. I'm saying that even with the young dudes, with JJ Bogey, we are going to stumble into some wins. More wins than what has been predicted. That's the start off. Secondly, I agree with how you said it went down. I believe that Landry and company, they looked at DJ, they looked at Trae, they said, we're going to trade one of them. when they looked at what they can get back for Trey and they looked at what they can get back for DJ, it would have made more sense to go with DJ because we had him on the hometown contract. He was signed for 4 years. We would have had more cap space. It would have made more sense. But it makes more business sense to keep Trey because he keeps the arena full and you can count on him getting you wins. Now, we're not just going to scourge the earth and throw Trey away. That makes absolutely no sense.
No, that's not what I was saying.
But,
I wasn't saying.
Let me finish. But what we've done is we probably sat down with Trey, told him what it is, what it looks like, and Trey agreed. So when everybody keeps talking about Trey's leaving this, Trey's leaving that we're trading trade in, we're trading trade out. No, I believe that the rebuild that you're looking at is that we said we're going to build around Trey. Landry said this is how we're going to do it. Trey agreed. And this year, this could be a year where we play the young players more, but that's all we got is young players. We're going to stumble into some wins with our young players. Believe it or not. JJ is going to be at least a 22-point per game player. He's going to be an all-star, if not a fringe all-star. He's going to be a fringe all-star.
We need him to be a fringe all-star.
He's going to be a fringe all-star, if not an all-star. If not an all-star,
year, be an all-star.
Because those 18 shots per game that DJ was putting up, guess who they go to? They go to JJ. Guess who has
you forgot about Bogey.
JJ.
You forgot about Bogey.
Oh, Bogey
about
Hunter too. He might be the sixth man of the year this year. You never know. We got Bogey. We got scores. We've never had problems scoring. That's why I don't understand why you keep wondering about who's going to score. We got scorers. We've added defense. We're going to stumble into some wins. You can mark that down. We're going to stumble into some wins, and we're going to stumble into that sixth position.
What's good, Cheese? We ain't finna stumble to no six.
So,
you don't stumble to
wait to see.
If this was college, okay.
11, man.
If this was college, you don't stumble to the sixth seed at the end.
Wait and see.
What's good, Cheese?
Everybody's tanking. Wait and see.
What's good, Cheese?
So, I think for me, the honest, realistic best situation for us this season is because we have to hit this balance of both development and winning to where we can say this was a good season for us, and that would be to somehow be the eighth. Just for me, the realistic position is an eighth seed finish, maybe a playoff round one exit. Yeah. That's the ideal situation. And then the picks, one of the Kings or Lakers are going to be in the playoffs. One of them are. Hopefully, one of them falls out. You get a lottery pick. Hopefully, it's the Lakers because that's unprotected. The Kings, I think, is top 12. So you really got to hope that you get that 13th, 14th pick out of them. That is the only way that we can say that that's the best situation that I think we could have. But you see how fine that is. There's no leeway on that. We end up in the 9th seed. We miss the playoffs. We give away a lottery pick. We end up as anything higher than the 8th seed just doesn't seem realistic at all. So even then, we're hoping to have for me at least, the best position we can possibly get, and still get this perfect Lakers fall off of I just don't expect from. I don't think they're going to be as awful as some people are predicting, outside of the play-in or anything. LeBron and AD are too good for that, and the Kings are going to be better than the playoff team. So it's really just hitting this. I think 44 to 42 wins is would be a good season for us, and that's the thing. We can hope we get the 6th seed. It's possible. It's not impossible. You got to hope. Everything's got to fall in the right place. I mean, we look at 2021. At least you just looked at who was starting for that Knicks team. Elfrid Payton was starting for that Knicks team we beat. Ben Simmons was on that Sixers team that we beat to get to that conference finals. The talent is so much more improved that we can't look at that 2021 season and think if we kept things the same way and we went that direction, we would be in any better of a situation we are in now. Because we wouldn't have been. The Johnson situation made things worse because we gave away all the picks, but there's no way we're in any better of a situation if we just carried on. Because look at how much better that Knicks team is. I think the Sixers team even looks better now, obviously, because Ben Simmons fell off. But it's just I don't think we're in that bad of a situation where I'm actually that worried about what happened in the past. What happened in the past happened in the past. We now really got to focus on these picks because that Lakers pick is valuable to me.
Yeah, it is. What's good, More finna come in here and lie. What's up?
Y'all talking about the greatest coach of history, Quinn Snyder?
Man, if you
Is that
don't
what
get
y'all
out of
talking
here with
about?
that old Mr. Nine-player ass dude, man.
You
He only
talking
playing
about
9 guys.
you know, I was watching the live and I was like, you was out here spitting, Desmond. Because I think what a lot of people don't understand is because we don't have the same team we had during that championship team. Or that Eastern Conference championship round. We didn't get to the championship, of course. Our team is nowhere close to that. We did get better by subtraction, but we far from where we need to be.
Yeah.
Back.
I think we should have got rid of Trey.
Yes.
Nah.
Thank you. I'm not alone in this. Yes.
Hell no,
Yes.
man.
We should have got, and I'm not saying
Why?
No.
Why would you do that?
Not because obviously as an organization we don't know what we're doing. So why are we ruining this man's career as an Atlanta Hawk? It's not even because I think we're better as a team with Trae Young than DeJounte Murray. I'm gonna say that. But if you're not willing to go all in to get all the assets to make this team a championship team, then why are you keeping this player?
Because
his value went
best player.
way down.
We know the owner. We know the owner want to make money. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not trading Trae Young. He got to demand a trade for me to move. Period.
But he's not going to demand it because we talked about it last time. He don't want to. He don't want to look that way to the public. The league already don't like him.
I think if he want to get up out of here, because what you'll notice is this: all the outside noise for other outlets, they always reference the Hawks made Trae Young available. They always reference
want
that.
him to go. Really,
yeah. Really like if Trae asked for a trade, let me tell you something. If a report came out and said Trae Young asked for a trade, let me tell you what non-Hawk fans going to be like on the internet, on Twitter. About damn time. I don't know why he want to sit in Atlanta anyway. They would wait his career. They don't. The fan outside of Atlanta Hawk fans, they gonna be for him. They gonna be like, hell yeah. And then they gonna say this: I hope he come to my team. But the funny part about it is, but then you look at they Twitter post, they've been bashing Trae Young since he's been in the league. He sucks. But Trae asked for a trade. I hope he come to my team. But no, I'm not I ain't trading Trae Young, man. This is what they got to do, man. Like I said, they got to stick with whatever plan Landry Fields laid out to Trae Young. You got to stick to the plan, regardless of the results. Results will fuck you over. I'm gonna tell you how. Travis Sling, and I believe this, and I hope when he get out of the NBA, he write a damn memoir. I believe 2021, when we was 8 games under 500 at the All-Star break, that was what he wanted us to be. He wanted us to go back into the lottery. He did. That's why he didn't want to fire Lloyd Pierce. He knew we really wasn't that good. He knew that. But the owner wanted LP fired. They fired LP. Nate McMillan takes over. For some reason, these dudes get hot. That's one of the worst things that ever happened to us when you look back at it. Because let me tell you, you get hot, you make that run, finish the season. Your owner steps in again, makes another crucial basketball decision, and he's not a basketball guy. He gives John Collins all that money. Took all the money we had, we gave it to JC. When he does that, and he did it because he liked John Collins, okay? When he does that, what he did, he single-handedly turned almost 90% of the fan base against John Collins. Because now people looked at John Collins, $25 million per year. We need $25 million per year production. And that's not what John Collins is here for, was here for. So one is we need the owner to allow the general manager to stick to his plan. Don't fall for any fake. I don't care if we're going to run. We went 10 in a row. Don't fall for it, because you need to judge the team at the end of the year. Stick to the plan. If your plan is to play these young players, these Zach Richardson, these Buffkins, these whatever the other young players we got, keep playing them and just bag for the next season, because this roster's not going to win nothing. So you want us to waste our time when say they get lucky and get hot and they win like, I don't know, 44 games. That's big. That's almost a 10-game improvement. What does that show you? They're gonna go to the playoffs and get, that's still gonna put you in a play-in. You going against Boston or whoever the number 2 team is, you're gonna get your ass whipped, and you right back where you was at. What does that do? So just stick to the plan, man. Play the young dudes, man. That's why my expectation is not high this year. My goal is a championship more. That's my goal. My goal isn't the conference finals. My goal isn't a top 4 seed. My goal is a championship. So if you're not going to, in my opinion, and this is me because of my goal, if we don't have a championship roster, play the young dude. Let's not bullshit around.
So my question then is why keep Trey?
Because he's your best player.
You got to stay.
Trey,
we have no
pick. Here's the thing with the, because you got to understand Trey's game. It like when he's on his game, other players aren't developing properly. I think that's what also happened with John Collins, because Trey was learning how to become a better basketball player as well, and with that he needed the ball in his hands, which took away from JC. Granted, I'm not going to vouch and make it sound like JC's this great player or he would have been better without Trey, but I do think there are a lot of aspects of this game that didn't get developed because Trey was developing his game at the time. Now, we all know Trey makes everyone better, but the problem is he also enables everybody, so he doesn't allow them to develop their own skills. So why keep Trey young if you're going to play young talent and develop your young talent?
Because at the end of the day, more how the team is set up and played still come down to the coach.
We got a good coach, bro.
I mean, he led us to 36 wins. That's what you hanging your hat on.
Quinn you need the tools if you're trying to build a car.
He got the tools.
I can't hate on Quinn until we give him the tools.
I mean, what happened last year? He didn't get tools.
You think he got the tools last year, DeMond?
He didn't get tools?
No. He had injuries.
Why not? Why Landry didn't get him the tools?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, because that's what Matt told me. Matt told me Landry was going to get him the tools. He ain't get him no tools last year.
Landry ain't making no... Well, according to Landry, he's waiting to make the right moves. But Landry ain't they ain't make no moves. Trade deadline, we thinking something going to happen, nothing happens. Last year, we thinking something going to happen, nothing happens. So if you're not giving somebody the proper tools in order to build the car, you can't be mad if the car don't come out the way you want it to.
How long is it gonna take to get these tools? What do they do? Is the tools on layaway or some shit?
They need to make moves, but the problem is Landry in a terrible situation.
Where the tools at? Where the tools? When they come in more, we need Amazon Prime.
The thing is, we in a bad situation because everybody knows the Hawks don't want to spend no money. So we talking ownership now, huh? You don't like? It's definitely an ownership problem. The thing is,
your owner cheat.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
Matt ain't gonna like that one.
Definitely.
Matt don't like that.
Absolutely, the owner cheap. I'm not saying we need to go heavily into the luxury tax. I'm saying if someone's offering a first round for Clint Capella, I'm getting rid of Clint Capella.
Yeah,
who's offering?
You gotta hope a contender get desperate. That's
what I said. I said if somebody, I know teams are offering for our players. The problem is Hawks value our players way more than they need to be valued. That's why we keep paying everybody off. That's why we keep giving everyone extensions. The Hawks value their players way too high.
That's true.
So it's like get rid of Hunter because Hunter is hurt every year and he's not producing. Get rid of the only person I feel like Bogey a defensive liability, but he's a good shooter, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
So you would get rid of Bogey?
I'm getting rid of Bogey. I'm getting rid of Hunter, and I'm getting rid of Capella, and I'm going to get somebody who knows how to shoot play basketball.
Bogey know how to shoot.
I'm talking about Bodie don't know how to play defense.
You didn't like his FIBA defense?
I need a second player that can carry the offense.
The problem is who you're going to get.
That's what Bogey did for Serbia.
Yeah.
Bogey had 2 good games. Well, he had a 30-pointer, and then he got, 20 points the other game?
So you done with Bogey?
I'm not saying he's a bad player,
Mora,
but he's not worth the money.
Who do you want to get?
Bogey only making 18, so like Cheese say, who you going to get at 18 million? Who give you what Bogey give you?
DeAndre Ayton. Go ahead and say it.
You said DeAndre
It should have been AJ Griffin.
Go ahead and say it.
I do like DeAndre Ayton, but I don't like his personality.
Yeah.
What you mean you don't like? You don't even know Ayton.
There's no one available.
You don't like his
He's too young
personality.
to be on 2 teams.
The only guy that works is Lowry.
I don't hold that
You don't want to
against
get Larry Markkinen. You don't want to get Larry Markkinen. You don't want to deal with the Jazz. And you can't get him
Nobody
anymore.
want to deal with the Jazz.
You can't even
You guys can't afford. You guys can't afford.
2040.
You said we can't afford him.
Marketer just signed that extension, so that's a wrap.
There's no one.
Yeah,
There's no one.
you should have
available.
went for Mikal Bridges,
Who's
dude.
available?
Mikal Bridges on this team is exactly what y'all would.
I would have got, but he undersized.
Oh,
DeAndre
dude,
Ayton.
he's a stallion defensively.
No,
it wouldn't have mattered.
He works fine. Trust me.
Yeah,
Plays-
that's a
he
walking
can play anywhere,
2010 right there.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he would have.
Y'all
been
don't think he's
exactly what y'all
undersized?
needed.
No,
He can
No.
score.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
he can
Oh,
defend.
he
He
can score the ball
was
now.
second in DPOY race when Marcus Smart won it. Like he
Don't
can
worry,
defend. He's
don't
not-
worry.
he
You're gonna
works.
see firsthand when we play the Knicks.
All I'm
He's gonna-
saying is, we done been running with this team for about 3-4 years now.
Yep.
Some of them, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why people just
You don't think
hanging out on the team.
You don't think Hunter gonna be an all-star?
Now you trolling.
I was banking on Garrison Matthews myself, but
You don't think it's too, so we need to give up on Hunter more. We need to give up on him.
just don't know.
I'm telling y'all, man, we don't know how to. Atlanta want to be the best team of developing players. We don't know how to develop players. I think Hunter could have been a great player if he was developed properly. Remember when Hunter was having those games where he dropped 35 and
Don't blame that all on Trey. He was hurt, man. He's injured almost every season.
yeah, but if someone else is like carrying my load and then finally I get the time to shine, but I don't know how to handle these situations because I didn't have the proper development, you can't blame me. Like Hunter is he's a great basketball player.
I think, and I'm gonna tell you something else. The Hawks messed up by giving him that extension, in my opinion.
I agree. We be
They should have
overvalued.
let the market. They should let the market set his value.
I agree.
Yep.
We overvalue. We pay these people too much.
Yep.
For too little, for doing nothing. When our focus is not even to have another, like, why am I paying out all these money to all these different players just for their specific, like, none of them do anything outside of playing a role. When the ball's in their hand, they shoot the ball.
Until they lead the Hawks, then they become winners and good players.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, they do.
What, Boris Diaw?
What?
Yeah, he became a champion.
Who else?
Kim?
Jason Terry.
just wait until Trey leaves. Just wait until Trey leaves.
Trey gonna win some championships.
Yeah,
he got that championship DNA in him. You could tell from his playoff runs, but we just don't know how to build around him.
How long Trey Young been here, man?
7 years?
5 years.
6 years?
So 7 years, and nobody in the front office can figure out.
No, we tried. It just didn't work because we go back. We look Cameron Reddish. Cameron Reddish didn't work. Cameron Reddish was exactly. It's kind of like the same player you kind of want in terms of building around Trey. It's another wing that we're trying to have now. The thing is, if you look across these players that we drafted and what we thought they were going to be, they just didn't work. DeAndre Hunter again, he was injury prone. He didn't have his defense is good on ball, but off ball he's amazing. Trey hasn't stayed.
So cheese. Then why did we give him the extension if he didn't? If he ain't developed,
I don't think he deserved that extension.
Okay.
I agree with you. I agree.
Well, I'm
I
just
agree.
showing you how silly our front office is.
I know, I agree.
It's the front office.
The thing is, it's just those players aren't developing as you want. Okungu's not getting playing time. That's the team's fault.
That's what I'm saying. Why is he not playing?
That's what I'm saying.
He's 6'8".
You can talk about the height. The height isn't great. I agree.
But when he was starting, he was averaging 18 a game or 19 a game, wasn't he?
Man, don't be
He was kind of like a power forward. You need someone another really tall player. You hope Risa Shea's that guy because he's 6'10". But I don't know. I want a 7-footer. I want a 7-footer at least off the bench. I need a 7-footer on the team.
You got one, Chess.
DeAndre Ayton.
Cody Zeller.
Everybody say it with me. Ayton. We want Ayton.
You got Cody. You got Cody Zeller.
AD just come. You just gotta hope LeBron. You just gotta hope LeBron retires soon and he gets available for trade.
Ayton need to stay where he at.
He's not gonna sign.
He's the cheapest he ever's gonna be.
I mean, like Walker Kessler is meant to be available. You don't want to trade with the Jazz.
Yeah,
he's a really good. He's a 7-foot blocker, but you know.
That's why Walker Kessler's still there. That's why
if you wanted Walker Kessler, we would have got Klingert in the draft.
The thing, though, I would say
you got to trade down.
Thank God we didn't get Klingert. Thank you, Jesus.
I feel like the formula
is not going to be bad.
We can still use the same formula as 2021 to win. The problem is we haven't replaced all of those assets that we had. Because you got to think about it. In 2021, we had Gallinari. Even though it was later in his career, he was still in his late prime. We had Lou Williams, 6th man of the year. Like, we had players that were in their prime that were proven good players. Like, Lou Will could start on any team.
That's true.
So it's like we still haven't replaced those guys.
That's what I said earlier. I said we don't have the talent.
Yeah, if we put just one.
Marion told me we did.
Who said
everybody's hoping that Buffalo is going to be the Lou Williams replacement?
We don't have the talent, man.
We don't have the talent.
Well,
we got a good enough
Marion think we're top 6. He think we're top 6 seed.
Not by talent though, but we're gonna stumble into it.
If you would have, yeah.
No, I think we're gonna be. I honestly, to be honest with y'all, I actually do think we're gonna be really good, but we're not gonna be NBA championship level good. I think we're gonna be.
Wait, what you say?
I think we're gonna. I know it sounds contradictory. It sounds contradictory.
He agreed with me, Demond. That's what he's saying.
No, I think we're gonna be good, but we're not gonna be NBA championship good. And the only reason why I feel like we're gonna be good is because I do actually feel like they address the defense. Now the problem is, you don't feel like we address the defense.
No, let me explain. I think you guys helped the defense. You didn't address the defense. That's a misconception. Let me tell you something. You brought in Dyson Daniels, who we don't even know if he's going to start, and Zachary Richase, who is a rookie who has never dealt with an NBA offense. So let's slow down on these expectations that this team's going to jump from 30 in the defensive rankings to mid or average defense. That's not going to happen here.
What I'm saying about
we're going to be a 20th. You're going to be a 20th ranked defense or lower slightly. I don't think you're going to be as bad, but you're not going to be this stallion defensively by adding 2 players, and one of them hasn't stepped foot in the NBA yet. That's not going to happen, and both of them have potential not starting.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You're a Raptors fan, right?
Sadly.
Your championship year.
Yeah.
What did you guys do in terms of acquisitions?
Kawhi.
Brought in Kawhi Leonard.
You brought in a defensive.
Traded one of our star players, arguably the best player on our team, for somebody we felt who could be better.
Well, for a better championship player.
You brought in a better defensive player, right?
Yes, we did.
Hold on, Demond, let me finish.
You better not be trying to compare Dyson Daniels pickup to no Kawhi.
Yeah, you be fucking careful right now, man.
We know that Kawhi plays better defense than DeRozan, right? We can agree on that, right?
We know that. Fuck off. We know that Kawhi. Let me refrain something. We knew that Kawhi, was an all defensive player in the running for defensive player of the year. That's what the fuck we knew. So let's be careful where you're going here, Dyson Daniel.
Yeah. We're going there though. We're going there. So you increased the defense with one player, right? You improved your team.
No, our defense was already fantastic. Our defense was already fantastic
Well,
coming into the year.
Why wasn't y'all winning championships before Kawhi?
Because they couldn't beat LeBron.
Also know this.
And why did it take Golden State losing both?
They couldn't beat LeBron. LeBron was beating their ass.
I think we couldn't beat LeBron, bro. We couldn't beat LeBron. LeBron ended up getting out of our. Here's the other thing you're missing. Here's the other thing you're missing, Marion. Obviously, you didn't know the Raptors nearly what you like we're talking here. It wasn't just Kawhi. You know who also showed up that year? Pascal Siakam. You know who also showed up that year? OG Anunoby. What were they known for? Pascal arguably offense, but they were both defensive players. And OG Anunoby, the reason he got as much money as he has gotten is because of the defense. We had defensive stallions coming up in our farm pool, as well as adding in one of the best on the planet. That's why our defense was fantastic.
If Klay doesn't go down, and if Curry doesn't go down, do y'all still win?
I don't know. We were winning that series.
No,
we had. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Are you disagreeing? Listen,
y'all looked into that.
That's fine. We won a championship. You can be as sour as you want. We won the fucking thing. Injuries happen in sports, man. Welcome to the game.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what, we won the championship, and it counts. It counts.
Exactly. It does. It doesn't have an asterisk by it. I agree with you. I agree with you.
I disagree. I disagree.
Just the same way, we're gonna stumble into some wins.
I think we're gonna elevate more than the 20 mid. You said mid defense. I think we'll go higher than that. I can see us between 10 and 15. I can see it.
Cheese, what do you think?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say about Ricochet, right? But about the improving point, I think he'll be a good defender. I think he will be a 3-and-D player at this level. But the thing is, the defense is going to take so much more time than people expect.
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
It is the NBA. I understand he played in a professional league. It's Europe. It's FIBA rules. It's so much more different. We saw that, and even in the summer league, I know the summer league's different. It's harsh. It's harsh to say anything about summer league. But on ball, he was great. Off ball, he had a lot of problems. Cutting was wrong. Everything was wrong about that. It wasn't the worst thing, but it was just not what we expect. And again, the center position, I just don't see against these top teams. I'm looking at these top teams like Jokic. They've got Jokic, they've got Gobert, Daniel Gafford. No one. I understand Clint Capella is a good defensive center, but he's not. I want at least someone that's 7 foot, at least off the bench. It doesn't have to be our main center, who can at least have some sort of you can match up with these type of players who we're gonna even if it's on the West, we've got to beat them in the finals. You need someone who can stay above them, block those shots and actually defend them, because I don't think Clint Capella's going to do that. Okongwu's definitely not going to do that. So that's the defensive situation, because I think we can reach the middle area with the perimeter defense we've added in a year when Ricochet's got there. But there's no way for me that we can be anywhere higher than 15 if we don't have a center that can block those players. Because I just don't see it. I just don't see it right now.
We ain't. No.
How many centers we got to play in the East?
Huh?
How many
in the East?
Good centers we got to play in the East?
Yeah, but still, if you want to get to the finals, you got to play against those top West teams, and you got to play the West teams in the regular season. In the East as well. I mean, Bam Adebayo.
That we not going.
Let's talk about Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is the team that we want to be better than. That's the team the swing team about position's going to be. If we want to be the 8th seed, for me, we've got to be the Heat.
Bam.
I mean, you can count Giannis in there. He's always in
the Celtics run. I think when he helped it, they were in KP at center. I think.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to deal with
This is
what's my guy name on the Cavs? Jared Allen.
Giannis is going to. Giannis is
well, that's
smaller,
why
but
they
he's
said
going
Giannis
to you
is
anyway.
there.
You
Yeah,
need
Giannis
you need
is
7 footer to deal with Giannis.
Yeah, so I mean,
need. It doesn't. I'm not saying it has to be like an AD. I mean, that we need a center. We don't need that. We need someone who's a 7 footer. You can just have off the bench.
You want Jakob Poeltl? You want Jakob Poeltl?
No.
He's for sale, man. He's for sale. I have him on the block right now.
Feet, bro, he will be perfect. You know who'd be perfect? A perfect big for this team?
Yeah.
Fucking Al Horford. Al Horford can pick and pop.
Free
He can
throw
set
specialist.
threes. He can step out to the three. He will be perfect in pick and roll with Trae Young.
He would be good. I mean, especially if you're talking about the Celtics thing, but that's kind of what you hope. I think that's what they hope Okongwu is kind of going to be. Because like if you look at the Celtics roster and our roster, the easiest thing that you see the translation is how it's built with the small center and the large wings, and it's focused on 3-point play. That is kind of what we're doing. The two problems with it is Clint Capella and Trae Young. As much as I can say that, because Trae Young's small, there's no comparison to that roster. Because it's pretty obvious we're trying to recreate the Celtics, and Clint Capella is just not. There's no 3-point benefit to him, and I don't see a exact reason why he's on his roster. And we don't want him anyway. It's pretty obvious we don't want him. So
I do have Bruno Fernando on the block as well.
Don't worry, we probably trade for him back. That's what we did last time. We let him go, then we just traded for him back because he had his best game against who? The Hawks. And then we traded for him back.
Wait. I can already see it though. Just wait until we play y'all this year and Bruno drops 25, 5 and 5.
Like, I mean,
can see
honest,
it right now.
Like the Raptors?
Yeah.
You know what? I've already I don't really care about this season, man. Like, to be honest.
You don't think they're gonna make any more trades?
Nothing. We don't have no roster spot. So I mean, who they gonna trade? Ain't no big free agents available.
I was shocked you guys got rid of Bruno. I thought Bruno was actually all right for you at times last year.
I thought he was decent for the little $2 million, but they took out. I don't know why they just didn't take on that money from that Pelicans trade. Well, I don't know why they took a player. I don't know if they had to take a player or could get the cash.
Probably did have to.
Probably didn't even matter. It probably was gonna hit the books the same anyway. I would assume.
I know.
I will say, obviously, your backup center depth is better with Nance. Nance is a good player. He's nothing fantastic. Like I will say, like you can't be too butthurt about losing Bruno.
Dude, bro.
Sorry.
He's gonna play power. He's gonna swing at the power forward. He's gonna be him.
Yeah, but you know what? It should. Yeah, he should have been your back. Like I know where your roster is, but him being power forward is questionable, though. I will say that.
I will say this: what he does give us that we haven't had in a long ass time is an actual shot blocker who's athletic. Like Clint's not really athletic. I can see Larry Nance getting a lot of help side blocks. So I can see him being very valuable to Quinn Snyder. I think they told me he could actually shoot the ball too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I just wish he was at the 5, Damon. Like I know where you guys are at with your roster, but like him at the 5 is where he's been most effective. You know, him at the 4, he's a little slower on his feet defensively than some of those power forwards that are, you know, super athletic. Like he does struggle with some of those guys from time to time. So him at the 5 makes a lot of sense, but the 4 is a bit tight sometimes.
I mean, you got to play him with Okongwu. It's a really nice, like if these two are playing power forward center mix, it works. In theory, it works very well. Obviously, we're going to see it in the season. I think it will help.
Yeah, I think it'll be better than what you guys have.
Especially if Okongwu can knock down that corner 3. If he can knock down that corner 3 consistently, you could just interchange him and Nance. All right, you get the bigger guy because they put the bigger dude in there. You get I'll play the power forward position, but we need him to be able to knock down that 3. Now, like I said, it don't have to be nothing elite, but you know, if I can get 33% from the corner from Okongwu, I think that'd be real good because then when you got Nance out there, because like I said, I got to double check. I think Nance can shoot decent too from 3. I got to double check.
He can, yeah. He's good at 3. He's good at 3-point shooting.
So that allows us to so when you go in with a Nance Okongwu combo, it gives you everybody can space the floor. It gives you more spacing, so whoever the guards are can make shit work. You know, I could see Kobe Buffkin excelling there because he like to attack the basket. Trae, I don't really see Trae. I
mean, that bench rotation, Bogey's gonna get a lot of.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I don't really see Trae playing a lot of minutes with that duo because he's gonna be out.
And one of those small forwards, Risa
Yeah, I
Shea or
see him
Hunt's going to be
more with his minutes with Clint Capella, because I think he just liked Clint. I think he liked them screens Clint sets, and because I believe that he's gonna start. That's just me. What's up, my guy Larry in the building, man? What's good, homie?
What's going on, everybody?
What was that Braves
how
game
y'all
looking
doing
like,
this
man,
Sunday?
real quick?
What's up?
I said, what that Braves game was looking like, real quick.
Oh, we won 3-1, man. Won the
okay.
last 2 games. We're going into the Phillies game on a hot streak. We're 7 games behind them. So if we can sweep them, then I'll start talking about the division. Not before. We sweep them, I'll talk about the division. If not, we'll keep the same thing, the main thing. Let's keep the Mets behind us. Everybody lost today. So the Phillies, the Mets, the Diamondbacks, and the Padres lost today. So that's a good thing. But I appreciate you having me on as always, brother. Also, guys,
Larry.
If you've been sitting on here and you ain't hit the like button yet, I don't know what you're doing in your life. You know what I'm saying? So
hit that like button, y'all.
For real. Please hit that like button for this good content, man. All right. So,
Larry, everyone's going back and forth here. Everyone's going.
Jordan, you froze.
Jordan, you froze up, man.
The ceiling for this basketball team this year, in your opinion, floor and ceiling.
And you gotta say it again, Jordan. You froze up for over half of it. We didn't hear that.
Oh, can you guys hear me now? Sorry about that. Guy. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now. Ask your question again.
Yeah, ask it again.
Yeah. All I was gonna say, what we've been going back and forth about is what is the floor and the ceiling of this basketball team? Floor and ceiling.
As is, okay, without another move. As you can see, Landry won't cook underneath my name. As is, man, we're simmering like some lukewarm tomato soup. I don't want to say we're gonna have the same record, but I'm not really a believer in addition, subtraction. You know what I'm saying? Addition by subtraction. I do believe in JJ, but I hear a lot of people trying to hedge their bets on they believe in JJ, but don't want to put the pressure on him scoring 26 points per game. So which one is it? I personally think JJ can average between 22 or 20 or 22 points per game, 8 to 9 rebounds, and about 3 or 4 assists. Okay.
Do you think All-Star?
Yeah, I think he makes an All-Star jump this season. I think the words that Trey told him, because they, I don't know if you guys know, the NBA reached out to Jalen Johnson to be in the dunk contest, and Trey told him, don't do that. You only do All-Star events if you're an actual All-Star. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Trey. Don't go and dog and pony out there like old dude who just won the last 2 dunk contests. Yeah, McClung, who can't make the NBA. So it's like they did use him as a sideshow. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So really and truthfully, I respect that. I was like, yeah, give him goals to set up, man. All you seen these videos of JJ putting in work, trying to get, his low post game, his one-on-one game, his dribble drive game together, you know what I'm saying? So, and his catch and shoot jumper. So if JJ makes the jump that I think he's gonna make, we should be better. I would say my ceiling is between I think the ceiling is 45 personally. If we don't make any more moves, unless, because I think JJ is gonna do his thing. If Zachary Shea can be the rookie of the year, that means he's gonna have to average around 17 to 18 points per game. Okay, if he does that, then we're a top 6 or 5 team in the East, and that obviously goes up to like 47 or something like that, 47, 48. But it all depends on how good Zachary Shea is, and it really depends on Coach Quinn, guys. We can talk about who we have, who we don't have, but what we have on this roster really depends on how Coach Quinn is going to implement this team. I feel like that he's going to start Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's a Quinn guy. Quinn guy start. I think Clint Capella is definitely going to start. So you can't start Dyson Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Even though I want him to start, you can never start Dyson Daniels and Clint Capella. So since Clint is definitely a Trae Young guy and Bogey is a Trae Young guy, those guys will be starting with Trae Young. Now, is it the definition of insanity to try the same lineup and expect different results? We'll see. But most of the time, yes, it is. So I think the defensive splits on this team will not get your full effect if you play the team like that. But hey, surprise me, Coach Quinn. I have less faith in Coach Quinn than any player on this team. So outside of Tony Wrestler, which I have the least amount of faith in, because all he do is try to cut corners. Because when he got the team, they made it being cheap. So that's the model that he's following. Go ahead, Chance.
Just gonna say, like, someone in chat said, just to say, like, they think youth want Clint Capella to start. You don't want Clint Capella to start, right?
I would rather Dyson Daniels start and Onyeka Okongwu start, not because I believe more so in Onyeka Okongwu than Clint Capella. I feel like if we're ever going to make it past the play-in, we need to raise our floor on defense. And the only person I understand the offensive struggles that Dyson Daniels has displayed throughout his first 2 years of his career in the NBA. I understand that. I also understand that the New Orleans Pelicans have drafted magnificent defensive wings, and they just didn't have no room for him. You know what I'm saying? He was a number 4 pick in the draft that he came out. I think he would have been top 4 in this draft easy. You know, when you have a group of NBA writers say that Dyson Daniels' talent, even though it's a snake, you know what I'm saying, list that they drafted, but they did a little draft, and you have Dyson Daniels being drafted for Zachary. That's not a slight on Zachary. I mean, at least Zachary was there. But again, Dyson Daniels defensively does something that's elite. And when you find someone who can do something elite, he could be a taller Bruce Bowen. If he get that corner 3-point shot going, he could be a taller Bruce Bowen. And guess what? You need those guys. You know what I'm saying? Zachary Shea, same thing. His talent, they're not really talking about him, but as a whole, but they're not really talking about this draft class outside of Reed Shepard or Castle. The guards. That's what people are enamored with anyway. Yeah. This is a big man. This is really the best big man draft in the past 10 years. But the big man is so undervalued now that, the way the game is basically moved away from the big man, that's the most reason, in my opinion, that they call this a very weak draft. But the best players per capita were big guys. So, I mean, and the game is all about wings and guards now. That's just my opinion. So,
yeah. One more thing, Larry. Larry, one more thing, because another thing we were all debating about was, I think with and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but some of the people up in here were talking about the defense and how the defense is going to be light years better. And I disagreed slightly with that. A lot of people were up in here saying that you guys are going to have a fringe 15th ranked defense or potentially higher than that. And I disagreed with that, considering you guys were, 30th in defensive ranking last year. And I don't think if we're relying on Reece Shea to be this stallion defensively, or at least a good defensive player, it's not going to happen first year, So I don't really see it being quite that high. So where do you see the defense ending? In terms of a ranking, 30th last year, where do you see it?
It depends on, again, with Coach Quinn and I implement our players. What rotation, what guys are playing with who. We can go offensive heavy with Trae, Dre, Bogey, I guess Clint and JJ, but that's the same lineup that was 30th in the league defensively. If they're going to make the lion's share of the plays, also A lot of guys are saying, hey, what about the non-Trae Young minutes? But we don't have the guy who was running the show in the non-Trae Young minutes anymore. We know that defensively, we were better when Trae Young and DeJounte was not sharing the court. But it wasn't so much better that we were a good defensive team. We was just garbage juice with both of them on the court because now one of them could guard their position. Now to be fair, you had DeJounte trying to check 2 guards. And then when DeAndre Hunter got hurt, he was trying to guard wings. He definitely can't do that. So injuries has something to do with our defense, but also technically, I mean, we're just a bad defensive team. Quinn really don't coach defense. If you look at him, Rudy Gobert really covered up his mistakes. If you really look back at it, Rudy Gobert still can't be played once you play small. So in my opinion, defensively, if we run the right sets, we could be better. But if we have an all offensive team for our, first string and then an all defensive team for our second string, that's not going to balance out because those defensive guys are going to be going against second stringers when we need to stop runs. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to balance the roster out.
That's why Quinn gets smoked in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why he gets smoked in the playoffs, man. Go ahead, Chi.
Yeah. So if for you, what would be the main, in terms of defense, what would be your main position? Well, I mean, if you were to have the perfect, what you want in terms of this roster, how you would line it up as it is currently, how would you then predict? What would your prediction for the defensive rating be? And then, what do you think would tip it over to the next level?
I think Dyson Daniel has elite wing defense, but he is really poor at offense. So what you need to figure out is, are the offensive players that you have on the court with Trae Young and with Jalen Johnson, are they enough? And probably either Zach or DeAndre Hunter, whichever one you choose to start. Mm-hmm. Are they enough to offset what Dyson Daniel does? Now, obviously, I would have Onyeka Okongwu starting if I had Dyson Daniels starting. But I think the connectivity of that defense to be able to be switchable on everyone except for Trae Young, that'll be the easiest way not to allow Trae Young to get mismatch. Because here's the thing. With the Atlanta Hawks, every time we came out, when we come out with a lineup of Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, you know what I'm saying? They were always a mismatch on the court, literally. And then you switch out, you take DeJounte out, you take Trae Young, and now you got Bogdan Bogdanović, equally poor defender. You know what I'm saying? Even though they played better when both point guards weren't on the court at the same time, it still was very poor defense. So if I got a 6'7", 6'8" wing who is excellent at guarding the guards, you know what I'm saying, and then DeAndre Hunter, while we complain about him, he plays well defensively against wings, you know what I'm saying? Not against the shifty guards. He gets cooked. Barbecue chicken alert. You know what I'm saying? But he can keep his feet in front of bigger, slower wings. So for me, if you want somebody who can basically make the connectivity a switchability on defense, it's really not even a choice with Dyson now.
Hold up, Larry. Hold up 1 second, Larry.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
More, cut the AC off, man.
The AC? The fan?
Yeah. You look cold over there, man. What, you snuggled up in the blanket or something?
Oh, man. Just get comfortable, dog.
Cut the AC off, man.
Hey, I'm trying to get comfortable.
I think
he got the AC on frozen. So let me
that's
go.
our best.
My bad. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, I think that's our best switchability piece. And when I look at it, like, okay, so we get somebody, they try to put Trae Young in a pick and roll action. Even if they do it with the center position, you can quickly rotate that and get back on man. You know what I'm saying? And Dyson Daniel is an excellent like pick navigator. So he don't get stuck on picks like other guys do. I just feel like him with Jalen, it would make Jalen a better defender. It would definitely make DeAndre Hunter a better defender. And that way, and Onyeka Okongwu Well, he's not a good rebounder. We do worry about that. He is good help on the backside, kind of like John Collins with the block shots on the backside. So that's, I think, is our most efficient, balanced defense. And I think if we can be middle of the pack defense, because Trae Young ain't never had a bad offensive team when he's healthy. We've always been like top 5 offense with Trae Young. Always. Even with, you know what I'm saying, with Kevin Huerter and Dre and John Collins as the main threats. We were the top, you know what I'm saying, 10 offense. So the offense I'm not worried about. We need to balance out the defense. If we don't score 120, we score 115, but we hold people to 105, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Okay, I got to hop off, guys. Appreciate y'all.
All right, Jordan.
All right, Jordan. Thank you for coming in, man.
Yeah, we about to end the show, man. It's been 2.5 hours, man.
Okay.
Salute to everybody who tapped in. Good show. Make sure y'all type in with Larry on the Dixon way. What you got coming up over there now, Larry?
Oh, I got a deal.
Oh,
no game on Monday, man. So we might take the little one to a fair, something like that.
Nope.
Might go. It's a local fair around the crib, so we might take the little one over.
Oh, that's what's up. You got any last words more?
I just think that the Atlanta gonna probably win about 45 games, and I think
that's still the plan.
I'm cool with that, with what we got, and I think we're gonna be between 13 and 18th on defense. We only got better.
What?
That's crazy. Now we only got better. Listen, I just want to screenshot this. Let me screenshot this real quick. No. So when they were between 13 and 18th on defense,
more.
We're gonna come back to this.
More, get out the garage, man.
More. If we're 13th in the league in defense, we're gonna be a top 5 team.
I agree. I don't think our offense.
Look at Larry's face, man.
I disagree.
I don't know about 13.
No.
That's a little high.
I said between 13 and 18. I disagree only because as great as Trae Young is, we still need scoring. And we haven't solved the problem of when he's on the bench yet. So I don't necessarily know if we're gonna be that good offensively like we used to be. That's my only thing.
So you think we're not gonna be a top 5 offense, but you think we're gonna be a top 15 defense?
I don't know if we're gonna be a top 5 offense because we don't have anybody.
But you confident, even though we've been a top 5 offense for since he's been here.
Yeah.
You don't believe in that, but you believe we gonna jump 12, 13 spots in defense because we added Dyson Daniels and what's that? Roddy, and who else did we add? You on mute, Mark? We can't hear you.
What? Yeah. Yeah. I sound crazy, don't I? Somebody jumped out there. You don't think so?
Man, let me
go.
Who
was our defensive liabilities at last year?
Let me go end this show, man.
Dante was it. Who else? Everybody was playing defense out of position. Now we got the right people to play defense. But offensively, we don't have any veterans to score the basketball. So
we do. We got plenty of guys that score the basketball.
Yeah.
I'm talking about create their own shot.
It's 8 o'clock. You've been drinking or something?
Now Trae Young, who do we have to score the basketball?
Bogey's gonna score.
Bogey.
JJ's gonna score. So you don't believe in JJ, obviously.
No, I don't believe JJ has developed his game enough yet to score on his own.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
I've been watching them workouts.
Listen,
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
I hope everything I say, I hope the Hawks prove me wrong. Because if they prove me wrong, that means we winning. And if I'm right, we're going to be sitting right here talking about the 2025 draft and watching some college basketball. You got anything, Cheese?
Yeah. So I think we'll be better defensively.
Yeah,
maybe 20th max. I don't think we'll be any higher than 15.
What?
I don't trust center. I just don't trust the center position. I don't trust our bigs. I don't think we can.
More saying that like we got all these defensive stoppers or something. More look shocked.
Yeah.
I don't trust Ricochet yet. On the wing, I don't trust him yet. Off ball, I don't trust him yet. And as much as I agree, Dyson's amazing. I just don't see how we're going to be able to guard up on the bigs. I think Jalen Johnson's good at defense. I don't think he's incredible. I don't think Clint Capella's amazing at defense anymore. Okongwu's not great, not amazing at defense. I don't see us having. We don't have a 7-foot. We don't have anything that can just stop like any type of center that will cause you troubles in the NBA. The top level centers, and there's nothing to guard any of those. That's why Andre Drummond always cooks against us because there's no one who can stop him.
I'm saying
we will improve. I'm not saying we won't improve because we were like 27th last year. I'm giving us 7 more positions to say 20th. I think that's a good situation. We add Dyson Daniels and Ricochet, you lose DeShante, and that's a good defensive gain. But you need to think this team is if we're 13th in defense, I'm expecting us to making playoff runs. We're not making playoff runs. It's not realistic.
Don't worry, Chief. We about to make these play-in runs.
Hold up, Damon. Play hard. Get better.
That's my motto for this year. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all over here, we gonna do this. We gonna do that. Play hard. Get better.
Coconut water from all of y'all when my team is tops 18th.
I can't even look at you with a straight face
because everybody's playing their positions. Now, if there's injuries, we can call it up.
Oh my! Here we go with the injury excuse.
We like to get hurt a lot.
Look, all right, man. Thanks for tapping in, everybody, man. We about to end this, man. More got me going to the garage now, bro. I just can't.
Hey, get your little blanket, dog. Get your little.
I gotta go talk. I gotta go to the garage. We're gonna talk to these basketball guys, and I'm gonna ask them, send me what Mora is on. Because I need that. I need that type of outlook. Because my outlook is bleak.
Guys,
how about y'all?
Football is almost here, guys. College football next weekend. We're gonna have the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida Gator game.
Hey, so make sure that's a watch along, right, Larry?
Oh yeah. We'll do well, it's 2 weeks. So we got the Georgia Bulldogs at noon, and then the Gators. We're gonna do that game because my wife's gonna be on, and then we're gonna do the Braves. So yeah, we're gonna have a triple hitter that day. So yeah.
Okay, so y'all tap
about
in.
To get hot and heavy.
The Dixon Way, that's the channel. Tap in with my guy, Larry, man. He do fire content, man. Fire content. But salute for everybody who tapped in, man. We appreciate the support as usual. You know, salute the more coming on. Salute to the young homeboy Cheese, because it got to be what over there, Cheese? Midnight?
It's 1:13.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's 7:13 here. Okay, that's right, because Cheese, they 6 hours ahead of me in Texas.
Yeah,
I know that because I play FIFA Ultimate Team. So I got to keep track of the drops in England. That's how I know what time it is. But salute the Cheese tapping in, man. We appreciate the support, guys. We'll catch y'all later. We should have a show in the middle of the week. Let me be quiet. I ain't finna make no promises. But I'm gonna try to do one in the middle of the week, man. So y'all come tap in with that. And with that being said, we up out of here, man. Peace.